everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Little Smokies and Mono, our brand new Glizzy General. I hit it early. Annie Reedy Gonzalez said cute ass fit. That's funny because I'm wearing pajamas. I went to the gym this morning and then I showered after, and my trainer was like, you're gonna be really sore after this, because she had me do this hip thingy. The hip, it starts, I'll know the name of it in a second. Hip machine, shit. Hip abductor. I did the hip abductor. And I did it in like 2 different directions. God damn. My leggies are hurting. Most embarrassing thing ever happened to me at the gym today, though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. Just so I can feel a little bit better. As I went to sit down to do that exact exercise, it was my first time ever using this machine. I usually always put my water bottle on the top of the machines there, and it's not a problem, but this particular machine was a little more curved than the ones I usually put my water on, and I put it on the top, and then that bitch, like, there was an opening in the machine somewhere, and then the water just fell into the machine. and I lost it forever. The entire gym was looking at me because that shit was literally like kerplunked, splat, water was leaking. It looked like the machine was crying. It was a little embarrassing because the only people in the gym that early at like 9:30 are like the old people. So all the old people are like at me, and I'm like, and then we tried to get the water bottle out of the machine, which I think was the most embarrassing and humbling part about it. First she tried, my trainer, then I tried, then she went and got one of the like male employees to attempt. No luck. I hit those hip abducts though. Harmonious Pretzel said, "Oh no, I'm sure you're not the first one." That's the funny part about it. Upon looking into the machine, you could see so many things that had been dropped into this machine. My water bottle, by far the biggest. It was just like this though. It wasn't like a nice water. Dude, imagine if, that's why I never bring my Awala to the gym. Could you imagine if I dropped my Awala down in that shit? Oh, I'd crash out. But Pink Chubby Chocobo said the old people were like, that whippersnapper breaking the machines? Bro, 100%. And they were probably like, I see why she needs a trainer. Like, yep, this is exactly why. So when embarrassing things like that happen, it's a lot less pressure on me. I'm like, they gotta look at her too. That's so fucked, but yeah. Awalas are fantastic. Also, I'm drinking Kool-Aid today. Should I be drinking Kool-Aid after the gym? I wanted one. All right. So let's go ahead and get into today's topic today because some strange shit has happened. I originally told you guys that for the true crime story today, we were going to be covering the Bricks and Minifig situation, which we still should probably have time to do both. But Lord, the shit going on with Jidion right now is actually a little bit wild. So there was a body cam footage that was put out from this situation. There's court footage put out from this situation. So we have to go ahead and get into what all of this is. So if you guys don't really know who Jidion is, he's definitely somebody who's known for being like a predator hunter type of streamer, but he's also known to be like a prankster, just like a commentary guy. He's a bit of a variety. He didn't start out as a predator hunter. That's something he got into in more recent times. I'll show you guys just a little clip. It's not that long. That'll give you guys just a little taste of who he is. Because you maybe... Oh, my bad. Because you maybe might have seen him before and don't know you have, or have maybe seen a clip of his, or if you've never seen him before. I forgot I had it all big because we did the Animal Crossing tier list at the end of yesterday's episode. If you missed that, you can go check it out. I ranked every Animal Crossing villager, and there's like almost 500 of them.
I'll get my agent. Get the fuck my property.
We're off the property,
off
technically.
The property.
You can't put your hands... We're off the property. You can't put your hands up.
You were. You're on live.
No one's live right now.
How are we live streaming as a...
The context is her son, or like one of her, I think it's her son, but one of her family members got caught. So she's like, this happens all the time with these predator people. It's like, they'll go to like one of these stings at a person's residence, and a family member will come out and get all like big about it, you know? The Midnight said the Animal Crossing tier list stream was A++. I'm glad. I hope you guys also, anyone who joined the Little Smokies event yesterday, enjoyed it. It was a little bit chaotic, and then we hit movie night. It was a good time, though. I really much enjoyed it with you guys.
Has it.
Is that your neighbor right there?
Yeah.
What's your neighbor's name?
In the car recording.
See, we're not live streaming this, ma'am.
Ma'am, is that his?
Look at this.
You've probably seen that one before.
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No, I don't look at my son's freaking.
So you admit that it is your son's.
I said I.
Ah, that's icky. Ooh. This kind of does give you like a really good vibe of their shit though. Like it's a mix of like seriousness and kind of like aggressive. Then there's like the pranking aspects, which that's kind of going to play a big part today. What is this motherfucker's name? He looks like this guy that went to my high school. And I feel bad to say that, but I'm not even lying. Like they look like they could be the exact same person. Strange.
I don't look at it. How would I know?
This is a deep conversation that
We
we're
were trying
having,
to have a nice
and you're over
conversation
here
with
mad.
him.
Hey!
Oh, whoa, that's a salt.
Oh!
That's paint. Oh my god. For a second I was like, oh, she's throwing a little Starbucks hot chocolate. She threw paint on the whip. That's crazy. On the windshield. That's crazy. Because now you're gonna have to like that off.
Yo, that's assault. We just got all that recorded. Colin, she's making this a lot worse. Don't let her hit him.
Property, asshole.
You. You.
Dude, that
stupid-
man bun is
How
atrocious.
you grow one, bunhead.
Yeah, okay, that's why your son sent one to a 15-year-old.
You say you've been
She kind of cooked with calling him bunhead though. Gotta admit. Barely functional. Thank you so much for the 10 hot dog gang gifted memberships. Thank you. Thank you. An amazing start to the day. If you got it gifted, make sure to thank Barely. Very goated.
arrested twice, right? Let's make it 3 times today.
Yeah, you're getting arrested today, babe.
Off my property.
Oh.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
he would probably like 10 years. Thank you. Finally, cops are
finally.
here. The girl let him know right away that she was 14 years old. And
So this is the guy, I guess, that you
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
sitting
right
on the
there.
stoops.
Okay.
So if you guys have never seen any of these predator catcher videos before, this is usually like a huge aspect of it. They have like some kind of code word to like call the cops. When the cops show up, they show them all the materials they have in hopes that the person will be prosecuted later.
Then his crazy mother came outside. She was threatening to pull out an AK. It looked like she was about to get into her car and leave, but then she walks up to his truck and pours blue paint all over it. So,
Dude, I know this is not the focus of this, but the fucking pants or the shorts he's wearing, he's got like the opposite of drip. Like, what are these shorts? They're like distressed cut off. They look like jorts almost, but you can tell they're not. They're just like regular shorts. Not fucking with them. Thank you so much, Chandon Nyan, for the 10 Hot Dog Gang gifted memberships, starting us off hella strong today. We hit our horror game goal. So I do owe whatchamacallit. Another gaming stream, and I told you guys we're gonna split them up a little bit more. So I will let you know when the horror game is going to be. It's not gonna be this weekend for sure. It'll probably be a little bit later in the month, but I will make sure you guys are super aware. There'll be a community post for those of you guys who are hella into the gaming stuff. Just because I'm trying to really get locked in on like what I wanted my channel to be. When I first was starting out, there's the option of variety, and I'm very down to still hit a bunch of variety here and there, but I think I am very much enjoying being in the commentary sphere, so I kind of want to lean my channel a little bit more to that, so I don't want to promise gaming every single weekend, but I promise you guys, we're going to be hitting that one very soon. I'll probably try to at least do like 2 in a month, so like maybe 1 every other weekend type of thing. But let me know if that's cool with you, unless you guys really love the gaming. But I don't think a lot of you guys are here for it because the views on those ones are a little lower. Barely Functional said you're killing the commentary, Goral. Thank you so much. And thank you again to both you and Chandon Yan for the 10 gifted. Killed that goal.
we definitely want to press charges on that because
Assault,
like
yeah.
it's on the hood, it's on the windshield,
We can't
it's
even drive
absolutely
off
it,
bro.
destroyed
Yeah.
now. Who's going to jail tonight?
Guys, please hit us up on
Damn.
Cash App and Venmo, but she is getting arrested.
Mom-
Okay, so she gets arrested. There you go. Kind of got the gist of like what his usual like predator hunting content is. Now, he got tasked on a different type of job that led to him and a couple people's arrest. So we got to get into it. So Jidion was tasked tasked to try to get a squatter to leave a dwelling that they were not paying for. So if you don't really know what a squatter is or how that works, certain states have laws for tenants that if you've been living in a place for an X amount of time and you've been getting mail there, regardless of if you pay rent, there's like a process that you have to go through legally to be able to evict somebody. In places like New York City, that process to evict somebody can take up to like 3 years, if not longer. There are crazy stories about squatters, specifically in bigger cities where, you know, these like more civil, they don't deem them as serious cases, are just not, there's too many of them, right? So there's been a wave similar to predator hunting of these like services of these YouTubers who will like be hired to do services to get the people out of the house. A lot of times when you watch these, you'll see these houses end up getting like destroyed through the process, but a lot of times they do have like permission from the landlord who is trying to get that person out, because at this point they're just ready to have that person leave by any means necessary, you know? So Loki Barra said, Zay, can I be customer service? I just want to outsource the job. I just want the title. I'll make sure to outsource the job. I just want the title. Yeah. You can do customer service all you want, Loki. Sounds good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into where this squatter situation starts, because that's how things, like I said, begin, but it gets a little strange, but I got to give you guys the context behind it. So the stream opens up with him. Here we are. So the stream opens up and it's like chaos because police have already arrived at the residence. The squatter is an old guy named Joe, and he's upstairs and he's screaming. So let's go ahead and see what's up. And a little bit of context is the squatter guy who's in this house is the uncle of another YouTuber, Skeeter Gene. Skeeter Gene has given express permission for Jidion and his homies to be here. He even made up like a tenancy, I have it in there, I'll see what it's called, but some sort of like tenant agreement so that they would be legally on the property. This is Skeeter's grandma's dwelling, who he says that his uncle has been bumming in and like staying in without paying for a long time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hello, officers. Oh, crap. What's good, my man? Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Sorry, very comical sounding.
What is he doing? He tried knocking down the speaker? Bro, imagine he gets arrested.
That's what I'm saying. He was almost about to press Jonathan. Really?
So let me skip ahead in this a little bit because Jidion's going to give like an explanation of how things got to this point, what's going on, all that good stuff. I'm sorry, Jill said I perhaps squat on occasion, and I don't know why that took me the fuck out.
So, this is the beginning of the stream. So y'all, this is what's going on. We are legal residents with the squatter. Joe is upstairs right now. He is looking like he's about to get arrested. I'm not gonna even lie. It's looking like he's about to get arrested. So we're trying to figure it out. So this is the goal, man.
In my head, I'm like, shouldn't be wanting to get him arrested be the goal? Like, if you're actually trying to get him out? No. We will find out soon and quickly that is not their goal at all. I thought going into this entire thing was going to be about getting the guy out. And it goes way beyond that. Now, I feel like in this moment, he's almost got the gears turning in his head. He's thinking to himself, well, we've set up to do this. We've told everybody we're doing this. Now we've got to do this. So, we better hope the police doesn't arrest him and ruin our content. That's what I'm kind of getting the vibe of. Now, let's go ahead and skip just a wee bit. It's not even that much farther ahead. So he talks about here his plan of what psychological warfare they're going to put against Joe.
Chat, you guys think he's gonna get arrested? Okay, so this is what's going on right now. We have TTS, so whenever you guys send a donation, Joe can hear you guys. We're setting up another TTS. We want to set it up right outside his room. We're gonna have a camera outside his room. This is legal. We have legal residency here.
That's what it's called.
He's up there with the cops.
Legal residency. So this is a common tactic that you'll see a lot of these YouTubers do, where they like set up these speakers.
Pretty much, the owners of the
or
house, they gave us legal residency to stay here.
We're aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I've seen other situations where they'll like invite a bunch of people over for a party to try to get the person to leave. They'll spray stuff into the room.
Outside. What was your name? Jidion. Yeah. So we're gonna be staying here until he leaves. Pretty much, we wanted to set up a speaker upstairs.
All right, let me skip ahead in this a little bit more because it's a lot of talking to the cops in this for a bit. All right. So then, later on, the police decide that they're gonna like separate the parties because they don't want there to be an issue. And I don't know if you guys heard in that clip, but Jidion mentioned that there were fans outside. That's gonna play a little bit of a part in this later. So like, keep in mind that Jidion being a pretty popular streamer, he's someone who gets stream sniped often, but he also was not keeping this, like necessarily secret where it was either. Knowing he gets stream sniped, etc., I mean, he's showing the whole area, as you can see.
Bro, the police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead.
Thank you for your pred catching work, Jid.
Oh, also, really quick reminder, just because I'm thinking about it now. Make sure you get your picks in for the movie wheel. We're going to be spinning that tomorrow. The priority wheel definitely needs some more picks, so if you're a Glizzy General, make sure that you used your one priority pick. I know we spun a couple already. We got everybody's labeled, whose is what, so no stress there. If you can't remember if you already sent one and you want to send another one, I can just look and see if you sent one or not. As far as the regular picks go, it's only $5 to pick a movie, and I think there's roughly like 30 on the wheel right now, so feel free to add yours, or if you want to double up some picks, because most of them only have one slice of the wheel, to be noted.
Dang, boo. Stay home, Joe. Boo, don't leave.
Help Reckless Ben next.
So the police end up taking Joe
Boo.
away. See his
Bro, I've never seen this
reaction.
before. They're freaking giving him a ride. That's so gay.
I say let him fist fight me for his right.
He's already pissed off. It's exactly what I said. He wanted to get the content from harassing this guy. He wanted to get the content of like trying to get him out of the house himself, feeling like he was the hero. No. That's not what happened though. The police handled it for him. Thank you! Wait, I choked. But thank you! Wake up, little Susie, for the 10 Hot Dog Gang gifted memberships. Holy goddamn, you guys are going hard today. Make sure if you get it gifted to thank who gifts you, because that's super cool. Also, I saw Bunny Button got it gifted. God, I miss her, and I didn't even know she was subscribed to my channel. God, I miss her. I hope she's doing well. I love Bunny Button. What an angel. Sorry. That was very exciting to see. I just love her. The only clown in the world that doesn't scare me is Bunny Button.
To stay.
Should we just go put like fart spray in his room, chat? W's in the chat if we should go put fart spray in the room.
So even now that, like, the police have already got, like, they're giving this guy a ride, which doesn't mean that he has to legally leave forever, like he's not evicted. He will probably attempt to come back at one point or another. But an easy way to fix this situation would be, in my opinion, to just change the locks. At this point, the police have gotten him out of the dwelling. He could try to fight legally for his stuff inside. Best case of action right now, take all the stuff he has out of his room, put it outside, change the locks. There is no way he's going to win a battle going to the courts against this because he has not paid to live there. So this to me just seems like an easy fix, but of course Jidion's going to want to go the more content route. He already set up to do this. He's not going to want to leave without getting what he came for. So then they go ahead and play a little bit of some footage from earlier in the day where they had confronted him at a McDonald's. Now, this is only important because this is going to come up a little bit later, so I want to show this. You'll see in a bit why it's important.
Yeah, right, okay. I don't fucking know anything.
So the police had just took him. This is the initial confrontation that they have with him.
Call the police for what? I'm a resident, Joe.
So it didn't take long before Joe just kind of stormed off, locked himself up in his dungeon, and wanted nothing to do with their content.
What do you want, man? What the fuck do you want?
Ooh, why is he foaming at the mouth like that?
Get
Ooh.
away from me! I'm in my room. Get away from me! No, he can't! Get out of here!
Ooh. Ah, that's scary. He reminds me of, like, something from, like, Outlast. He's, like, spraying, like, suspicious liquids all over the place.
Don't fucking bother me!
We don't want anything from you. We're just going to my room.
I don't trust you. I don't know any of you.
Bro, we're not like Skeeter, man. We're not here to bother you.
Fuck Skeeter. And fuck your association with him.
So, Skeeter, like I said, remember, is the nephew of this spraying guy. I don't know. What should we call him? I mean, his name's Joe, but, like...
Associated with him, right?
I mean, yeah,
So you're assholes.
he rented the place out to me.
You're assholes. You associate
You're
with him.
assholes.
Shit.
Do you associate with him?
No. He's an asshole.
An asshole!
Piece of shit.
What did he do to you?
He's a piece of what?
I don't know what he did.
Don't you know what the fuck's going on, dude?
I have no idea.
Are you fucking stupid?
There's no door. He said, hey, if you need
The police know he stalks and follows me. So does the judge.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck you. He stalks you.
So, remember that he said this, because this is what I'm talking about where this plays a part later. So, Joe, the uncle, is making an accusation that Skeeter has been stalking and following him. The police are aware of it. And if that is true, it definitely isn't going to look good for whatever's going on here. That's all I'll
Act
say.
like you don't know. Fuck you, dude.
Is he gonna do that to me too?
You know all about it. You're playing games with me, bro.
I just moved here, man.
Yeah, okay. All right, whatever you say. I don't believe you.
I paid $600 in rent. How much do you pay?
None of your damn business. There's your fucking reason. And fuck you if you don't like it.
So, as you can see, energy very hostile between them. The Joe guy wanted nothing to do with Jidion and the crew being there. He's like, I don't really know you. Whatever, whatever. Here's where they get into a little bit of pranking him. And this is where I think some of the stuff honestly heated up.
Oh my gosh, I had to double bag it.
So they get the liquid ass. Which, if you don't know what liquid ass is, it's like fart spray, but it smells like fucking so bad.
Chat. A 50 dono will pour liquid ass in his room. Okay. Let's see what it smells like.
Why would you sniff it? That's really strange.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's really strange.
Just smell. You gotta smell it.
So, no secret that they do end up getting it. He's gonna end up pouring it in his room. While he does that, he decides to give us a room tour of this guy's room. So, just fully up in his stuff.
W. Joe room tour. So this is his room. Let's see what's in his closet.
Oh.
Okay.
That scared me.
Nice. Got some drip. Okay. Joe got drip.
At least he hasn't
We got some
trashed
fans
it.
outside.
I'll
Show
give
the
it
fans.
that. Like, it's pretty, like, just normal living.
Wait, is Skeeter outside?
Okay. So, one thing I would like you all to know about these fans you see standing on the corner. What do you notice? Because the first thing I notice is that these look like high schoolers. Remember that.
What's good, y'all? Yeah, I saw. Okay, this is Joe's bed. Oh, man.
Oh, that's a little gross.
Bro. Oh, my gosh. They just dropped 50.
Should we do it on his bed? Nah, do it in his pillowcase.
No, okay. We'll do the pillowcase later.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, like, bro, like, the cops are kind of being some hoes.
He wants
So,
to get more money.
I don't
That's
think we can
why.
do his, like, property.
Okay.
But the bed isn't his. But, so yeah, we'll do the carpet for now. Here, can you do it? I don't want to do it.
That's some crazy carpet. Why they got the Knicks carpet going on in this house? Wait a minute. Who got blue carpet in the hallway and orange carpet in a room? These are already hideous colored carpets, but who got the Knicks themed carpets? This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why are we in here?
Yeah, why are
we
you in
here?
there?
We're
Why
gonna
don't you
walk
leave
by.
the room?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
He sprayed it on himself.
Okay, that's enough.
Can I do
Crazy.
it, since
fuck.
you ain't doing it?
Here, we'll wait on the bed. We'll wait on the bed.
Maybe 100 will do the bed.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
hell no.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, that's
Oh, that's just so nasty. I'm sorry. It's if you know how that smells, you know how gross this is for sure. Okay. And then later on they end up like testing the volume of the TTS. So that's all the stuff that they end up doing in the house. Now, then later on a local neighbor stops and reports that the guy Joe threw a heavy rock at his parked car and broke and dented his windshield.
Eljo.
I don't think they're actually neighbors, though. I'm gonna be real. I think these are all just like random fans who drove all the way here.
W. Joe. Eljo. Eljo. He's not here.
Excuse me, Mr. Cousins.
What's good?
Threw a rock at my car.
He threw a rock at your car? Did you tell the police? Bro, file a police report. What's good, my man? How you doing? Huh? A police report?
I mean, you can kind of get the vibe even just talking to them. These are clearly high school. He goes, "Is that expensive to file a police report?" No. No.
Your taxes pay that.
God. I will never, ever
I told you
stress
you
about
should've
dead
stayed.
air when I watch streams like this.
Did you see the video of him like spitting it all like?
So they tried to get the kids to like file a police report on him for throwing the rock, thinking that would, you know, help. It didn't. So then they go directly to the police station. This is part of where I think things heated up and why it ends up the way it does. They go to the police station to try to file a missing persons report on Joe. So let's show that. Now remember, Joe was taken away by the police themselves just on like a ride situation. Like they are giving Joe opportunity to cool off away from the situation. The police were trying to like diffuse everything. So they just gave Joe a ride somewhere. He doesn't know where.
I love you, Jidion. Been watching since your fake basketball scout video.
How you doing?
Hello. Is Joe here?
No.
He's not here.
Just for SOL.
Look how done they are with him already. Who brings TTS in?
Person report.
You're in this person report?
Guys, make sure Jidion burn those calories with all that walking. Can't have EDP twin out here.
We just had to ask him a couple questions. No, you said you wanted a missing person report.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
I'm not gonna lie, the way he just casually shut the metal thing on him sent me. But yeah, so I don't know why they're going in trying to bug the police after this. Like, I feel like they're asking for a situation to happen with them, or like them, if they need the police at some point for things not to go their way. But then there's this little funny moment, you know, they go inside a Jimmy John's, I believe it is. Yeah, a Jimmy John's, and you know, they ask, well, they go to the, it's even stranger because they're in a car, but then he walks up to the window and he asks them if they know where Joe is. I don't know why he thought they were gonna help him at the drive-through window when he's literally on foot already, but hey. Here, let me skip, because he's a slow walker. I thought he'd be faster than this. Like, get your ass inside.
You know Joe?
Yeah, I know.
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise?
Yes,
You
actually,
pink
I take pictures of him all the time.
pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her.
So, for some reason, everybody in this town knows Joe, but apparently he's just, like, kind of known for being one of those crazy guys who's, like, around town screaming all the time. So when they're saying they know Joe, they're not even joking. They know the actual Joe.
You guys can look in the bathroom.
I'm going in the back. Can I check? I won't mess anything up. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check real quick, okay? Come on, Vito. Let's check back.
Lieutenant Aries said, isn't filing a fake missing persons report illegal? Absolutely, but the cops were never even gonna waste their time filing that because they know it's like them just trying to like troll, which is stupid in my opinion.
Here.
Oh my god, it's Peter G.
Joe, I know you're back here.
I love how they don't know Jidion, but they knew who Skeeter G
Joe.
was. That's funny. They're fully in the employee back rooms.
You don't know Joe? Joe. Joe Mama.
Can I get a turkey tom?
Turkey Tom?
Yeah, please.
Get him that. I want that too.
Them having a sandwich named Turkey Tom is kind of funny, given the, like, what's happening right now, because Turkey Tom's also a YouTuber. Get it? Anyways, that wasn't funny.
Tips are great.
No, just a sandwich.
Just a sandwich.
Anything else? 11:23, but what?
Hey, it's on us, man.
Yeah?
We want to give you our Jimmy today. For free.
I appreciate you.
No problem, man.
We are in the middle of a busy jam, so I'm gonna have to ask you guys to go
Okay.
in front of the counter for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Wow, they're so nice about it.
Enjoy our Jimmy. You're welcome.
So they have that little funny kind of interaction there. The employees were pretty chill about it, so they didn't seem to be too bothered. Now, this part is what leads to everything and why we have the thumbnail we do today. So, later on, fans end up tipping off Jidion that the police have dropped off Joe at a nearby McDonald's. And Jidion and his team decide that they're gonna walk up the public walkway directly up to this McDonald's. Then, a police officer, who they refer to as Officer Mitchell, ends up stopping them. So we're gonna start from there. Straight from when the police pull up.
Car coming.
I'm sorry, Spooples just took me out. Spooples, she said they're serving Thirst Trap Tom at this Jimmy John's.
Why is the cop coming over here?
Bet he watching me. Maybe do a stream BRB?
What's the problem?
They knew the cops were for them.
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him.
He's like pointing
They
them
cannot
all
be on the
out.
property.
Hey, do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all wanna go inside real quick? Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why? You don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
Do you have anything better to do?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys will be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a.
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want.
Now this is where I start to like kind of lose sides with Jidion because okay, doing the whole squatting thing at the house where you're like trying to help somebody out who like can't get this person out, that's funny, whatever. This is kind of turned into now they're just going around in the general public and making it everybody else's problem wherever this Joe guy shows up. And I don't think these McDonald's workers want to have TTS blasted through their entire McDonald's while they argue with this guy Joe. So, I'm sure the police have already kind of been made aware of like the situation. They were probably just watching the McDonald's. I'm not exactly sure, but let's see.
I want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave.
Why?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk. Yo, man, I don't know why he's blocking your Mickey D's, bro. You trying to get some McDonald's?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
So this is also where problems start. So all those fans that were standing there on the side of the road start pulling up to this McDonald's. And Jidion, because he's been trespassed, not technically, but like is going to be trespassed if he goes in, encourages them to go in.
Yeah, go inside and see if Joe's in there. What'd you say?
He's a cop.
I'm just trying to figure out, bro.
These kids
has to be in
clearly
there.
look like they're like 15.
Yeah.
The ones in the car are probably
More
like
cops?
17.
Of course, the police are a joke.
Bro, chat, they're more worried about a squatter. Oh my gosh, this is actually so.
I think the cops think you're cute.
Hold on. Let's see if they picked him up. Bro, look, they're parking. Yo, let me know if he's in there.
So the cops about to go out. It starts this whole thing.
Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops can't.
So let me go ahead and skip this a little bit because he's just going to be out on the sidewalk here. Now, 2 of the fans who go in are going to come out and they're going to confirm to Jidion that Joe is in there in the corner using a Wi-Fi. And in the effort to keep recording inside without violating the warning, he ends up giving one of the fans his backpack for streaming, which is $30,000 of streaming equipment, by the way, this random fan, and sends him to go inside on this mission. So, let's go ahead and check this out. All right. So he's given the fans the equipment, and this is them heading on inside. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, cause
Y'all stick together.
Is that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah.
fully confirms the backpack's 30 grand.
They have not. Yeah, hold up. Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe.
They told them not to go on the property whatsoever.
Officer, what are you doing? Bro, they're arresting. Officer, they never trespassed them. You can't trespass somebody. Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Sticker.
Here, give me my backpack, my man. Bro.
Damn. So they take his
Officer,
stuff.
you can't trespass somebody. Here, record this on your phone.
All right, now let's get back in this a little bit more because the camera's literally just going to be sitting here for a mad long amount of time. Oh wait, there's this quote that like ended up going viral from this. So I'm gonna show this. So this part is the part that everyone's been talking about from Twitter.
You want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is
embarrassing.
Officer. Yo!
That's what this is.
Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer.
Get my lawyer!
This is really the route you want to go, officer?
Okay, so that's where the audio cuts for a bit. Let's keep going. So, a little bit later, the camera gets back to them. And it's all the people still outside of the McDonald's. They're all like complaining about how petty they believe the police officers to be. And then the crew does get a phone call update and they confirm a total of 4 people were arrested and processed. Jidion, the fan who had the camera, the fan who was given the backpack, and a third fan who simply just tried to retrieve his friend's car keys from the scene. Now, the problem with this, as I'm sure a lot of you can tell, is that these fans were not adults. So let's go ahead and check things out from a different perspective, because a lot of that gets ruined by his camera getting taken and it sitting in the seat. Well, they do have the body cam footage for this. So let's check out the body cam and let's go ahead and skip to kind of like where we were. Or like some of the stuff. Okay, so before some of the stuff that we hadn't even seen. So the manager at the McDonald's actually ended up talking to the police officer before Jidion was even there. So let's see that footage.
Those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they say, and then they don't want to leave. And then they did come back later. Yeah. The bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video. So he came in, and I said, "You can leave." He goes, "No, we don't have our cameras." I said, "That's fine." I said, "But you still need to go." And he goes, "Do you treat all customers like that?" I said, "Only the ones that have videos and phone systems." So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, "We are outside waiting for him."
So remember, like I said, these people are very aware of who Joe is in this town. He's like a pretty prolific figure. And it doesn't help that Skeeter, being a YouTuber himself, like Joe made the accusation, has been kind of following around Joe around the town, recording him, trying to get him to leave this place before. This is not the first attempt made to get Joe to leave this residence, but I believe they take things too far when they start fucking with him just like all the time in everyday life.
I said, "You need to stay in." I said, and then there won't be any conversation. So they finally did leave, but they were in and out. Yeah. That other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah, they're at his house, and they're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying. They're trying to get him riled up so they get their YouTube views.
Even the cops are aware.
They're trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe, so we can't make somebody leave.
They have those shelters?
None really close to here. But he said that his buddy was trying to find somewhere and trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight. So, yeah.
He'll be out at their house.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the help. I greatly appreciate it.
So, as you can see, the McDonald's workers are very much on the side of the police.
While Joe has stepped out to run an errand, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that Jidion and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him. The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property, they continued live streaming. The group is then seen returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're going to go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll...
So... that's interesting. So, this entire time when they're searching for Joe, they've been going to places where he's been known to frequent. They've gone into this McDonald's, and when they show up back, it'll be the third time of them being there. Of course, the McDonald's workers are going to be fed up. The cops are going to be fed up. So let's go ahead and skip into this a little bit. Okay, so let's see the perspective, because they show a little bit of Jidion stuff. This is everything that we didn't get to see from the police officer's perspective.
At this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Captain, where you think? See you going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
Yeah, these look like young kids.
Here, record this on your phone. Wait, can I hold your guys' property? Can I hold your guys' property?
Yeah. Got anything on you?
Oh my God.
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone.
Officers, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Officer, this is not gonna stick.
Wait, so what are we doing?
Breach of peace.
Officer,
Breach
this
of
is not
peace,
gonna
stalking, trespassing.
Bro, this is the best make I've ever seen in my life.
Let me see.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not gonna stick, but I don't know if you think that's gonna make them, like, leave you alone right now. Clearly not. And he was given multiple warnings, as you guys saw, to leave the property, to not step foot on the property, and they kept pushing it. He let him know it wasn't just him, it was his crew. He didn't want any of those people going in there, and neither did the McDonald's workers. Amethyst Amarante said these kids are so dumb. Absolutely. But so are the fucking adults in this situation. Jidion and the crew. Like, why would you, in your right mind, give kids the stuff to go inside and, like, deal with this? You should know better. He put his fans in a very interesting situation here that I don't really fuck with.
They never even went on the property. How are you gonna trespass someone that never went on the property? This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed. Ma'am, they are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses.
Okay.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
These three.
Watch. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Yeah, everybody's looking. Well, they think he had to get in charge of it.
This is absolutely.
Yeah, he's really not helping himself in this whole thing. He really is not. But I don't know why he's putting on this big charade, being like, you get arrest me. You can't do this, coppers. Don't do this to me, coppers. Well, they're already doing it. So, like, you might as well just fight it after the fact, right? Like, that's what you claim.
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. You're yelling.
Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing the scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell? Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer, how fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really trust me? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick? Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
Multi-millionaire.
Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is
Here.
I'm glad somebody called it out. Loki Bear in the chat said, I mean, they own that parking lot too, not just inside. That's the thing that I feel like a lot of people forget. These, like, businesses or whatever are not necessarily considered public property. They're private property because they're owned by that business. So if they no longer decide they want you there, whether that's in their parking lot, whether that's walking up to the side of their restaurant, clearly on your way to head inside, however it may be, if they decide you not to be there, yeah, they can't legally trespass you off the public sidewalk, but they very much push past that point. They were already on the McDonald's property. They're standing right next to the McDonald's sign.
Back here.
no. Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer. Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please?
Sit.
Do you really want to abuse me,
Sit.
officer?
Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody?
Sorry, this is the most bitch-made shit I've ever seen. Just get your ass in the car, deal with the problem. Like, you push things to a certain point, right? And then you're gonna complain about the repercussions. Just get your ass in the car, deal with it. You got the money you say you got. It shouldn't be a hard case for you to fight or whatever the case may be. But, like, just get in the car. Like, what is this petty? I can't fit. You think they care? You think the backseat of a police car is made for you to be comfy?
That never even went on the property.
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot in.
Can we also just acknowledge how the kids in this situation took the arrest way better than the grown adult? Setting a terrible example for fans.
Sir, I can't fit.
No, then
officer,
you're gonna sneak
I
over.
won't, officer, I won't run. I'm not gonna do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take off the
Go
head?
that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer, I can't scoop. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoop.
I've had bigger people in the
officer,
car.
you're actually hurting me.
I can't scoot. You're trying to push me. I can't scoot. Get your big ass up. Use your legs, buddy. Use something. It's not like your arms are broken. They're just behind your back. You could still use your arm to propel yourself off the seat a little bit. Big Porky in the chat said, opposite of Hamper's dainty personality. He's such a big guy. Lieutenant Aries, I've had bigger people in my car. Yo, it's so true.
Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoop.
Officer, I can't move. I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm not resistant, officer. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my
Then
hands
lay
up?
down,
No,
buddy.
It'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body. You have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a DA.
You don't have a district attorney?
No.
You have a state attorney?
There's no district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in.
What is Buddy on about? You're being arrested. They told you, don't do this or you're going to be arrested. Does the thing, gets arrested, and he's like, call the DA. The DA ain't going to help you, buddy.
Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't move.
Scoot that way. There you go.
Officer, I can't move. Bro, you pushing me is not going to do anything. Bro, officer, you're actually hurting me.
Come on.
Officer, I can't
Scoot.
move.
Yes, you can. Scoot
Okay,
in
can I step out and then slide in?
Yeah, step out and slide in.
Bro, Jay, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside. Yo, call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hey, get him.
Officer, why you guys...
Slide your butt back. There you go.
Wow, that was so difficult. That was so hard. The entire time... the more frustrating part is him being like, I need to get out. You could have just... I'll demonstrate. He could have literally just... His legs are here, right? He couldn't... His one leg is stuck. Let's say this is the door thing right here. His one leg's stuck. His other leg's already in. He could have turned that one this way, and scooted back. He wanted to be as difficult as possible. He should be embarrassed at his big old age. You might as well be wearing a diaper at this point. Like, goddamn. All right, so let's skip ahead in this just a bit, though, because, we kind of got the whole gist of the arrest stuff that we didn't see before. Now, the police, stay in the parking lot for a little bit, and they kind of talk a little bit about what happened. So I do want to show some of that. It's a little bit interesting.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one right there.
That Black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take lines for a Black Fusion.
You towing it?
Yep.
So are they all
I was
trespassing
just
this
so
property or
mad.
what?
I told them to leave or going to jail for breach of peace if they don't want to leave. So
Looks like they're leaving. I don't know who's all trespassing here. I didn't catch all that from earlier. So.
hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance?
Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace.
And stalking. I mean, you got a whole bunch.
I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it.
So we got 4.
We got 4 right now. This is absurd, dude. Was he arresting him too?
Oh, get out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. I'll leave. Here, Dad, do you mind? Actually, no, I'll walk.
Now you're impeding traffic. Downtown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good, he's pulling up and stopping him for us.
So this is like become a situation now because it's not just Jidion and his team. Now you just have random people who are like pulling up. It's a whole thing. This should have never reached a point where they were bringing this into the public and making this be everybody else's problem. Like the police are saying, this is reaching a point of like stalking, and it's like getting to the point where there's no resolution. The guy's not willing to leave. Yeah, it's going to be a long legal battle. Go through the long legal battle. Clearly your fart spray and whatever is not bothering him. Let me skip ahead in this a little bit more. To their little huddle debrief.
The road where you saw him to pick somebody up, but anybody anywhere, are we good?
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy's over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So long story short is this guy lives on here getting evicted. His nephew, if this car's got a Tennessee plate, that's one of the cars. Yeah. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff, on a eviction party for the uncle. They all have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just put them him for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. And now they're sending more people up in here. So yeah, that's the one that was following me out. When I was taking.
Yeah, it's one thing to, like, also do it himself, but when he started sending, like, all the fans in there to start, like, fucking with McDonald's, like, it's just getting annoying. At what point are you not realizing you're causing more harm than good? Okay, then while the cops are at the scene, they realize that more people are trying to walk into the McDonald's, which were, like, those kids that I don't know if you peeped them walking in the door, but they realized that they were part of, like, the group of kids or whatever. So they go up and start confronting those kids.
Two more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are. You saying what? Just kind of food. Yeah, I was just asking.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here. They did a drink. We were out. We haven't been here the whole time. Like,
Yeah, we just pulled up.
yeah, we
just came back.
Okay, well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
Okay.
And probably not.
We're trying to leave.
Well, you're going to have to be stuck here for a little bit now, unless you can squeeze by that, but I suggest you don't get involved anymore.
How many? Why so many people? Just randoms?
YouTube followers. I don't understand all this, dude. Like, over nothing. Like, something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
If we don't get the ringleader of this, I'll probably just mail him a stalking ticket.
That's fine. I think it's him in the Audi. That's the Skeeter guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we start.
I'm just waiting for Lions to get this car out of here. I can roll with when you guys help.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
He's one of those guys that he goes on, tries to catch like predators on YouTube. So he's got this following of young kids that think it's super cool. And he with his uncle. He's got all these videos of him with his uncle. And it's his uncle that's in there. Get off the property or you're going to jail too. Start walking.
Understood.
Start walking.
With the personal property?
They had it
So
as their
this is
property.
them
Start
confronting
walking.
more
Go.
people, by the way.
Go. Start walking.
Novice said some of these Pride hunters just want to bully and beat people up because they're Pride and it's considered more ethical or something. I mean, yeah, beat them, but making it content, sus. I agree. Like, that's what's hard about, like, that space and that sphere in general is, like, a lot of them are not taking it seriously. Like, Vitaly's a really good example of somebody that I don't respect in the Pred hunting sphere because, like, you doing the pranks and you, like, doing whatever physical stuff to them is easily going to make it so a lot of whatever the fuck you got evidence-wise, they're just gonna throw that whole case out the window. Like, it's just so dumb. If you actually care about making a difference and you don't just care about the YouTube views, then do it the right way. Just do the confrontation, call the police, whatever.
Okay. Shouldn't have gave it to them. They're all still out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. I don't know if I should. What about Skeeter? Where did he go?
I have no idea where he went. The ones that came up on the property.
Did you ticket him?
I think you got a ticket. I don't know. The ones that came up on the property and were causing disturbance on the property are the ones that went to jail. I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a few. So,
all right, thank you.
Yep. If they come.
Logie said Vitaly got his karma though. True. Navis said also, why are they causing a scene where kids are if you're about protecting the kids? That part. You just got 3 kids arrested from your shenanigans.
What about this black guy over here? He was at the house.
Well,
and the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I got you. So
he was at the house.
The problem was that they were here, and the ones that were causing an issue here is who went with us right now. Because they could have been at the house. They're allowed at the house because someone that has authority at the house went at the house. So the ones that were causing an issue here that weren't supposed to be on the property. But if Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging me, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they were told not to come on the property here, and they were on the property and they're causing a disturbance.
You're allowed to come on my property. Right.
Yeah, just unplug it, ignore them. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad, so if you just unplug it and they don't have the chance. All right, so.
Yeah, so this is kind of turned from just like, okay, let's fuck with this guy, Joe, right here, to let's fuck with this McDonald's. And I just don't fuck with that. These are just random, like, these are just random workers trying to get through their shift, bro. And now they have to deal with all these people coming in. All this shit. It's too much. Very much too much. Now, there's a little bit more in this. We get to see a little bit of the backseat lecture that they give. Let me get the right timestamp for that. Here we go.
Am I officially under arrest?
Yes, sir. I guess.
Okay.
You're for breach of peace is what it sounds like, right? Breach of peace.
Even though I was on a public easement. Okay. What is the officer's name that arrested me?
You'll get all that when we get back to the station.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that once this case gets dropped, I am going to get a constitutional rights lawyer, and I'm going to go after you guys' qualified immunity. And you guys will be in a deposition. You will have to answer for that. Because the DA is not going to take this case.
I can't stand people who just start, like, throwing, like, big words at people thinking that they're gonna get scared. Realistically, they gave you warnings. Hey, don't step on this private property right here. You were walking up. They were literally right in front of the windows for McDonald's. Are they gonna try to act like they weren't walking in there? Are they gonna try to act like McDonald's doesn't own right outside of their property?
When it gets dropped, when it gets dismissed, I am going for your qualified immunity. And I'm guessing this is a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what crime is yelling on the sidewalk? What does that do?
We'll discuss when we get in, all right? I'm not going to try to have a conversation between this.
Okay. Between this
barrier.
Constitutional rights violated. I didn't know Woodhaven like violating constitutional rights. Call my... Yeah. Give me a lawyer ASAP. Tell him to give me a lawyer ASAP.
This is so dramatic. Get me a lawyer! Get me a lawyer! Just like screaming at people outside the car. Come on now.
No, he's not gonna let down the window. It's fine. Just stay right there. I don't want them to get you. They arrested me on breach of peace.
Can you
tell them to call Jake? Okay.
Okay, can you move so I can see?
Dude, Jill put it so perfectly. By the way, all of this for a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor. This is not that serious. This is easily something like they would probably just throw the case away if he just stopped being drama queen over here. Now the cops are surely showing up to court.
No, I just want to be able to see so I don't get into a crash.
Wait, record.
Hey, you got a second? My detective's asking if you fill out a written statement of today of what they've done for you.
Okay.
Are you able to do that for me?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. They've been following you around all day.
Yeah.
All right, so they just get some like protection stuff put in place for Joe here. Let me skip ahead back to the back seat stuff because he keeps going. He doesn't stop.
Junior person, sir.
Yeah. A nice guy. Was that guy who was doing all that? Was he your boss?
Yeah, I'm the junior person, sir.
Yeah. Just let him know, hey man. I want his qualified immunity.
I am the junior person here.
I want his qualified immunity. 1363. I don't.
I'm looking up what that is. I don't know what that means, and it's sending me to the moon that he keeps saying that. Qualified immunity is a judicially created legal doctrine that protects government officials, including police officer, from civil liability in lawsuits unless their conduct violates clearly established statutory or constitutional rights of which a person would have known. I don't think you're going to take his qualified immunity. I'm going to be really real. I don't think your rights... I don't think... Does anybody in the chat... Now, I really want to give your honest opinion. Do any of you truly believe that Jidion's constitutional rights were violated at all in this that we've seen? I'm curious. Chand and Yan said, don't tell me he's one of the weird boat people. Those, like, what do they call themselves? The sovereign citizens? Cringe, bro. So cringe. Those, like, people who, like, pull up to, like, courthouses with cameras and be like, I can legally film. You can't arrest me. Or not courthouse, police stations. It's actually illegal to film in a courthouse, but...
Officer, how can someone be trespassed that never even went inside? What sense does that make? So
you're on their property.
Those other people, and then with me, I'm on the sidewalk, voicing my...
Here's the best way to explain it to somebody. Because people can't seem to understand. A drive-in movie theater. 90% of a drive-in movie theater is outside. But the second you drive your car onto the drive-in movie theater property, even though you're in your own car, you're on your own property, you have to abide by whatever conduct they decide. If you decide to be all disorderly, crazy, and are screaming during the movie, and they decide they want to trespass you, they can. It doesn't matter if you never went inside the concession place to get food. You're on their property, even though it's outside. Like, it's not hard to think that there's privately owned property outside. It's the same way when you see land that says no trespassing on it. It doesn't need to be inside for you to get trespassed. You can be trespassed anywhere that's private property.
Displeasure with this police department, and you guys, through retaliation, arrest me as well. Is there a body camera here?
Yes, sir. It's on. It's recording right now.
All this to protect. Hey, you know when I get out, we're just going right back to the house. You know that, right? So you guys aren't accomplishing anything. You're wasting taxpayer dollars. I'd appreciate if you get my glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, where are they?
They fell in there.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
It was not on my bingo card to...
That's interesting. Quentin Pell said his rights were violated. It's a little weird to even speak on the situation and not knowing even 50% of the story, LMAO. Blessing to your channel for real, for real. What are we missing from the story? Because we played his stream. We played the cop stream as well. And I'd like to know specifically what you think is violated. I'm not even trying to argue. I'm genuinely curious. Because I did play the whole story. So what am I missing from this that adds more context that would potentially change my mind?
File a civil rights lawsuit. Here we are.
I get it.
Yo, what's good, my man? Don't worry, I'll pay for your bond. It's not gonna sit.
You guys can just come up to this counter.
Get us with the best civil rights attorney.
Nope, right there's good for me. Stay right there for 1 second.
Ultimately, Jidion Adams was charged with misdemeanor stalking and breach of peace. The other 3 crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well. A judge set Jidion's bond at $10,000, which...
So this is where we're gonna pick it up from. So there is also footage of inside the courtroom. So let's check that out. All right, so, let's just watch this one start to finish. I won't even worry about the timestamps because it's not that long. I think it's only 10 minutes. Oh, it's like 17. Okay, if we need to skip, we can skip ahead in it a little bit. It is a courtroom Zoom thing, so it's a little... Jillian Thrill said, literally people in these things stress me out. You should be saying absolutely nothing. Yeah, if you get arrested, I suggest just don't say anything. They give you the right to remain silent for a reason. Use your right to remain silent. That's an interesting take, actually. And I agree with that, so I'm curious if anybody disagrees. Lieutenant Aries said, I bet Jidion secretly loves being arrested because of the content he gets out of it, though. Absolutely. This is gonna make his page go super viral, and I think he's enjoying this more than he is letting on. Alright, I'm gonna put this 1.25 speed because it's a courtroom, and we all know.
All right, so I'm entering not guilty pleas for each one of you. And it says, McDonald's employees did not want on property. Was told to leave, was there to harass the subject, took camera and went in to harass Joseph Lucrecio. Were they all in there doing that allegedly, Detective?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this was at a McDonald's?
See, that's the part that was also, like, shown from the police side of things as well, is that they went to the McDonald's multiple times in the day. They went before they had gone to Jimmy John's. They went in between, when we saw them at, like, Jimmy John's and when we saw the last police interaction. So there was 3 different times they had been to this McDonald's that day. So even if they're trying to say, like, I know some people might be like, okay, well, he didn't go inside in that last clip. He did go inside 2 times before that and was told to not return.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm entering not guilty pleas, indicating that every one of them stand mute. I have not gotten yet to Mr. Adams. All right, I'm gonna need you to fill out 4 different button sheets for me, please. Here you go. I got it. Okay. All right, just put the names on there. So, gentlemen, you have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer at all subsequent court proceedings. If you ever choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that, Mr. Poindexter?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Mr. Wilczewski?
Sir.
All right, Mr. Pro.
I'm sorry, but the last name Poindexter is kind of sending me. That's really funny. That's hilarious.
For purposes of arraignment, how does your client wish to proceed?
For purposes of arraignment, Judge, my client would enter not guilty, please stand mute and waive formal reading of the information.
I will enter not guilty pleas for him. Indicate that he stands mute on both the disturb the peace as well as the stalking charge. What can you add about that, Detective Thurna? We're only charging him under local ordinance though, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, regarding the stalking charge, he made numerous unwanted contacts with Joseph Lucrecio throughout the day, and officers responded to multiple calls regarding this throughout the day.
Which is part of what we were saying. Let me move ahead in this a little bit. So got kind of like what the case is, what the charges are, why exactly they have those charges. Boop, 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 boop. I'm trying to see where we're at. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's hear like the defense side of things. And I hope this is, I know this is a little bit different from the true crime stuff we're usually covering, but I hope this is somewhat interesting to you guys today. We may or may not have time to hit the bricks and minifigs stuff today, but if not, I might just hit that like tomorrow's like second topic. It's a little bit older, so I probably won't make it the thumbnail topic whatever day it's going to be, just depends, but there is some interesting stuff that had happened kind of recently if you weren't keeping up with it. And I know it seems like it's just a Lego situation. There's a lot more.
Actor again.
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
my client has actually a contract from the owner of the residence allowing him to be at that residence. The complainant, he was squatting at that residence. My client was lawfully in that residence. Furthermore, he was at a McDonald's, and when he was asked to leave the property, he left the property. That's it. There was no stalking. The first time this
I've never heard a lawyer say more than this lawyer. And that, to me, I would never hire this lawyer again, bro. If I heard my lawyer say this many times, you sound unsure of what you're saying there, buddy. You better get it together. You're gonna lose this case.
person ever encountered my client was yesterday. My client had permission to be there from the owner, as opposed to the complainant who did not have permission to be there.
So they're just charged under local ordinance, just so, as you know, that's just a 90 or 93-day misdemeanor. It's not the 1 year, but I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I don't know enough about the case. How much does your client make, Mr. Perlman, in it, whatever he does for a living?
Your Honor, I don't have that specific number at this time. I would just indicate that he is a public YouTube presence.
Isn't that your job to have those specific numbers? What am I paying you for? Sorry, I'm like acting like he's my lawyer.
Which requires him to maintain his reputation and again resolve this legal matter. He's not a flight risk. His public identity is built on accountability and transparency. He live streams his activities and operates openly with law enforcement agencies across the country. In fact, the incident is available on YouTube right now. There's complete transparency. Again, this is not an assaultive offense. First time my client ever encountered this person was yesterday. He has the means to travel and the means to return, and the court can be assured, and he's retained counsel, and the court can be assured of his appearance through the standard conditions. And we're asking for a personal bond and that he be able to travel as required for his work. He's not a danger to the community. He's in fact assisted in the arrest and prosecution of dozens of people across multiple states in cooperation with law enforcement. So we're respectfully asking for a personal bond, Judge.
Mr. Poindexter, Mr. Wilczewski, and Mr. Smith, I'm going to give you a personal bond of $500. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to enter or go near 22172 West Road in the city of Woodhaven. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to have any contact, no contact whatsoever with Joseph Lucrecio. You understand that? You cannot write, phone, see, text, email him. You cannot have anybody else do any of those things for you on your behalf. Do you understand that, Mr. Poindexter? Sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Smith? And do you understand that, Mr. Wojciechowski? Sir. I'm going to set the bond on the stalking case. I'll give you a $10,000 personal bond. You can leave the state without the consent of the court.
Yay. Okay. So I guess for them, that's like best case scenario is only having to pay like a personal bond of $500. Like that's just stupid sheep. Like, that's not even a serious at all. Like I said, all that screaming, all that crying, just for it to be like something so simple at the end is just, that's really what blew me. I don't really care. Like, if he genuinely believes his rights are violated, and I could be wrong, I'm not 100% like to the T on the law. If he truly believes his rights were violated, fight that shit. But why do all that rah-rah on the back of the police car? That's what loses me. Okay. And then Jidion does a stream after the whole interaction and everything. So here's what he says after getting out.
You guys know. So 2 days ago, I was arrested. I was arrested and charged with disturbing the peace, and I was also charged with stalking.
I know you're a multi-millionaire.
Now, a lot
but
of
I think
news
you're gonna need
publications
this
have
more than
been
me.
going around posting about it. It's going viral, y'all. It's going viral. Literally, you look up my name and Demon Home. No.
He's trying not to smile about it, but he is. It's exactly what Lieutenant Aries said. He loves this attention for his channel. He loves that this has gone viral. He's eating this up.
No, we're not a demon, y'all. We're not a demon, chat. We're not a demon, man. Still a child of God. Chat, we are not on demon time.
I'm a toker, a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
Can you do a stream on a really bad animal rescue, Miranda's rescue, that is being investigated for killing hundreds of dogs for money he received for taking them, and a dog I worked with Winter was shot?
Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure if you're in the Discord, Joey80, but I'm always interested in anything, especially if it's not like a super well-known case. So definitely hit me up with it on Discord if you can. I'm interested in whatever is going on there. I mean, animal things are like my number one. Like anything that has to do with like animal abuse. Yeah, I'll snap. The Discord link, let me pin it for you guys. S1K just dropped it in the chat. It is free to join the Discord. You do not have to be a member, but if you are a member, there's just different little perks that you get and stuff. But let me skip ahead in this a little bit because he's just doing that thing that like streamers do. I don't know. Okay, so this is where he like breaks things down from his perspective or whatever.
So you guys know I'm always getting arrested, but I've gone 3 years without getting arrested. But this is why I got arrested this time. So we did a streaming series called Streaming Inside Squatter's House Until He Leaves. So Skeeter has an uncle. His uncle's name is Joe. Joe has been squatting inside of his mother's house, or Skeeter's grandmother's house, for the last, like a long time. He's been evicted. He's been told to leave. He's told he's not wanted. He doesn't pay any rent. They do not want him there, and they legally have a precedent for him not being there. But Michigan being the dumb state that it is, they are pretty much protecting a squatter. It's absolutely disgusting how
I want to see documentation that's proof of Joe having ever been evicted from that residence. Because if you've been evicted, that's usually the last step to get a squatter out, is an eviction, like a serious eviction. Because then the police have to abide by that. If the police are just like not upholding a literal mandated law, like then you have grounds to fight this. Then this should be a legal battle that you're fighting, in my opinion. They've got so much money. Skeeter Gene has so much fucking money. If he really wanted his uncle out of his grandma's house, you think he couldn't have just fought this legally and had the case done with by now? I'm trying to put it in perspective that it's just obvious this is a content thing more than it is about the squatting thing. And he's trying to make himself seem like he's like the good person in this because of the squatting thing. But I can't agree.
how far they're going for a squatter. So I fly in on Thursday, or I fly in on Sunday.
Mel said he's getting evicted the following Friday. Apparently it just hasn't happened yet. Well, if that's when he's getting evicted, why are you trying to press it beforehand? Like, that literally doesn't even make sense. They already have the The thing stating when he's going to be evicted. So why are you, like, trying to make shit worse? Like, it just doesn't make any sense other than they're desperate and needed some content.
Oh my gosh.
No negative vibes needed here, folks.
What the frick? Why are we getting double TTS?
Okay, let me skip ahead in this a little bit. God damn. Then he goes on and he, like, streams the initial footage with Joe, which we already saw earlier, so I'm not gonna go through that again because it's just, like, overall looping. He goes over pretty much, like, all the same footage that we watched. He reacts to a bunch of it, but I want to skip to when he gets into this debate with this guy named Bloodspit. So there's this 18-year-old guy who's like a TikToker commentary guy who calls in through Discord to confront him over the situation.
Oh, nah, I got to, man. I got.
So I'm a little curious.
To.
Hello?
What's up, my man? Oh, hold up. He can't hear me. All right, chat. Yo, can you hear me?
Lieutenant Aries says, what the hell is a squatter? A little late question, but so a squatter is somebody who either at one point lived there and paid rent, whatever. I can get you the exact legal term. That's probably the best way to go about this. But it's somebody who stays in a residence, no longer paying rent and abusing the laws of the state that they're in to be able to get, like, some sort of tenant rights, even though they're not paying rent. A squatter is an individual who occupies a property, land, or building without the legal right or title or the owner's consent. While squatting starts as illegal trespassing, a squatter can attempt to claim legal ownership of the property over time under adverse possession laws. Like, for example, in the state that I'm in, the doctrine of adverse possession allows a squatter to potentially claim legal ownership of the property, but the requirements are highly strict. So Florida's a better state for it. So Florida says that the squatter must live on and maintain the property without interruption for at least 7 years. That's not fucking happening. Like, Florida has some of the way better laws for this. And it says that the occupation must be visible, exclusive, and hostile. And to validate the claim, the squatter must have the color of title, or they must pay all property taxes on the parcel for the full 7 years and file a tax return within 30 days of paying. So, yeah, squatters are not really a thing in Florida because the laws here are a lot better, but let's look it up in New York City. Squatter laws, NYC. Because I know that's, like, one of the places where it's the worst. Okay. Historically, occupants in New York City could establish legal residence after residing in a property for only 30 consecutive days. So in Florida, where it takes 7 years of you living somewhere before you can try to claim tenant rights, it takes 30 days in New York City. So you could only be living somewhere you pay rent one time, and then after that, you could just never pay again. Squatters, where is it? Okay, so the time frame of continuous occupation must be at least 10 years. The occupation must be hostile and not exclusive, and the squatter must possess pretty much the same thing for a 10-year period. But it also says if an occupant originally entered legally and stays after it expired, they are still protected as tenants and must be evicted through regular New York City housing court proceedings. So the difference in a lot of these squatting situations is whether they enter legally or illegally. Entering illegally makes it easier to get them kicked out because you have to have resided there for 10 years in New York City. But if this is someone who, let's say, signed a lease in New York City, only pays the first month, the landlord is going to have to take them through New York City housing court, go through the entire legal proceedings before that person is asked to leave. And they can just live there, trash the place, whatever they want.
I do.
What's up, Let's Beth? Wait, how old are you?
I'm 18.
18. All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just got done reacting to your video.
What'd you think?
I want you here. I would like us to have a friendly dialogue, man. I'm gonna let you get your grievances out, and yeah, let's have a conversation. So, how many crimes do you think you said I committed a lot of crimes? What all crimes did I commit?
Stalking.
Oh, so I did commit stalking.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look up the definition objectively, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. So I 1000% committed stalking.
I believe so. And I'm not, again, like, I don't personally really care in regards to Joe. Like, he is a bad person from everything I've seen. So I'm not like, that's just the.
No, you don't gotta put a disclaimer out like that. I'm not gonna be like, why you? I don't.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people will like fight about this is like Joe himself. Joe himself is clearly not a good person, and nobody's fighting this for Joe. It's the fact that like it gives YouTubers a bad rep, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Gives streamers a bad rep when shit like this happens.
Yeah,
it's not.
We can all agree that Joe's a bum. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I just don't.
So
like,
no, it's all
some
good.
people...
So I committed stalking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mean, so in what way did I commit stalking?
Well, I mean, following him around town, trying to find him. I mean, the police gave him a ride away from all of you guys, and he still went out and about town to try and look for him.
Okay. Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
So let's say somebody was trying to find you, but they never found you. Did they stalk you?
Well, you did find him. He was inside. You just didn't directly confront.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's a bit of a reach. If you're trying to find someone but you didn't find them, it's not stalking. You're just trying to find someone. Like, you went to the police station saying you wanted to file a missing persons report. Like, come on now.
Oh, so you found his location and you did try and go inside, and when you couldn't, you tried to send other people.
But
inside
did I interact with him?
You were stopped before you could.
You literally tried to interact with him, so much so to the point that you were going to multiple locations to try and find him, and the police were the ones who stopped you. Like, why is he acting dense?
I was stopped before I could, but did I interact with him? That's not the question I asked.
You did earlier.
Did I interact with him at that moment?
At that exact moment, no, but I don't believe that constitutes the legal.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay, so can I tell you because I mean, I think we can both agree you don't do too much research for your videos, right?
You don't have to do that, man.
No, I'm just asking, like, did you see the, can I show you something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so.
I can't stand people like Jidion. Just because you get a bunch of subscribers does not make you more intelligent than the person you're talking to. To be honest, to me, I'm more on the side of this random 18-year-old streamer, YouTuber I've never even heard of. I hate him trying to, like, big body him and be like, well, I'm assuming you don't do a lot of research for your videos. Do you? Did you research the laws of your area to figure out what was going to happen to you when you walked up on that McDonald's?
Whose opinion do you think is greater, yours or the judge or the detective working the case's opinion?
Well, I believe opinion, or do you want objective fact?
Objective fact.
Well, the detective was sitting there in the case, literally agreeing with the fact and fighting against your lawyer. I mean, your lawyer fought for you to just get a bond. It wasn't that you ended up getting not guilty. He fought so that your guilty charge would be less. What? Like,
which one is a more objective fact, the detective or your video, or what you think happened?
Well, let me ask. I'm sorry to answer with a question, but do you think that something is more true if someone else says it?
Yes, if someone is way more informed, most definitely.
No, if it's the same thing, but two different people say it, is one more right because of their credentials?
It's not because it's more. Well, I would say it's a conjunction of things with credentials and the ability to see more evidence. Have you seen the court deposition?
Is it the one you streamed?
Yeah,
yesterday. I did watch it.
Okay, right. Did you watch it before or after you made your video?
It was after.
Okay, you watched it after. Okay, so you weren't informed with this knowledge going into making your video then?
What knowledge did that add?
No, I
we
made
watched
my video
it
that morning. Well,
so yeah, you made it right before. Okay.
Yeah, I made it before. That's right.
No, yeah, that's fair. Now, can I show you? Because you just gave a whole bunch of stuff that you said was me stalking. The judge asked the same question that I asked. How did they charge me with stalking? Can I show you? And would you accept what? I mean, because you're on the side of law enforcement, right? In this situation.
I mean, I'm on the side of objective good.
Nah, because he's trying to put that on him too. He's trying to now push it and be like, oh yeah, you're just a police bootlicker. I'm not someone, I'll confidently tell you, I don't side with the police in every scenario. I watch a lot of body cam footage to see whose side I'm on in it, because look, ultimately at the end of the day, there are laws and there are things you have to follow. And as much as I don't agree with the way that the police do things a lot of times, the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where you're directly committing a crime so that they can abuse their power against you, right? So it's good to know what the laws are. It's good to know what to do in a situation if you get arrested, which is literally just shut the fuck up. That's the really simple answer. If the police do that whole like Miranda rights thing and then they ask you, okay, well, like I read you your rights, but like, do you want to talk to me now? Like we can go back and you can wait to talk at the station in a few hours when your lawyer gets here, or we can talk now. You say, wait for your lawyer. That's it.
Okay. Would you accept what the detective has to say?
I'll definitely take it into account.
Oh, you're just gonna take it into account?
Yeah, I mean, I can't just, before seeing something, just agree, to having a certain opinion.
Oh, so you wouldn't change your opinion with someone that's actually working the case? You would still hold on to your opinion?
No, I said I would take it into account, but I'm not going to agree on a predetermined opinion before even seeing anything.
Because these are his allegations. I'm not even saying it's true. I don't think it's true at all. But you know what? I'm gonna show you. So here we go. Let's see. Actually, here, I don't even feel like showing it. Actually, no, because then people will be like, you should show it.
You can quote it if that's easier.
No, because actually...
And that he'd be able to travel.
I actually want to show it, so I'm going to share my screen.
Let me skip to when he actually shows this.
Oh, we don't got to do all that sir stuff. All
I'm sorry, as required for his work. He's not a danger to the community. He's in fact assisted.
That's my lawyer right here. And it was actually 4 people that got arrested in total. Wait, before I show you the thing, do you think all of us are guilty?
On what charges?
Do I think all of you are guilty? No. Do I think you yourself, Jidion, are guilty? Yes. Of at least trespassing, stalking, a little iffy on, but were you following a man around the town? Yeah, loose stalking charge for sure. That's my opinion. Am I the judge? Am I the jury? No. I'm just a random streamer.
Wait, actually, that's a great question. What were we charged with?
Well, if I recall correctly, you were charged with stalking, is that right? And trespassing for them, is that right? Or no, you were, well, the officer said it was conduct, but the judge said stalking. But I mean, if you'd like to inform me.
What were they charged with?
Trespassing, if I recall correctly.
You watched this, right?
Yes, last night, but we would like to remind you.
Wait, let me ask you this question. Did we, from the video you saw, did we commit the crime of trespassing?
Maybe not that exact crime under definition. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, again, and honestly, I don't think I should be speaking on legal matters, at least in that context.
But we can make YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, and I just said what was out there. I mean...
Yeah, bitch! This guy might not have the confidence I have. I say this to this motherfucker's face. I will confidently stream and say whatever fucking opinion, and if I'm wrong and I find out I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong later. I'm not going to sit here and research every little law of the area, but in my opinion, regardless of exactly how the laws work, you were intentionally provoking the police. You wanted to get arrested for the content. That's my opinion. I hate these like big YouTubers who really think they can ego check somebody like this. Just because he's not sitting there and researching every single law. It's his fucking opinion that you did something wrong. Let him have his fucking opinion.
I'd have to see how the case goes out and what the judge's verdict is.
Okay, but this is the point. This is the point that and I say all this. It's not to be mean. It's just I said this when I was looking at your Fibs video. So you don't do research. I feel like you see a little bit of stuff and you just hit record on whatever your recording device is and you just talk.
Well, I appreciate you giving your input.
Motherfucker, this is YouTube. We are not lawyers. Half the time, most of the shit in the commentary space is just reacting to shit. Do you gotta sit there and research the inner workings of fucking every little thing to be able to fucking talk about something? No. You can have your opinions even if you're blind and fucking ignorant. Is your opinion gonna come off ignorant? Maybe. But it's still your fucking opinion. Who cares? What? I hate these, like, let people have their stances on things. You don't need to change everybody's fucking mind. You don't have to be 100% right to the whole fucking world. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I feel like my input's a fact now because you're showing how uninformed you are, but yet you're trying to inform your audience on something that you're not even informed on.
Well, my video was made before this.
So why are we rushing so fast to get stuff out? Shouldn't we be the best, not first?
Are you dumb or stupid? He knows how the YouTube game works. Why are we rushing to get this out? That's how the YouTube game works. You hear about a big topic, the first thing you do is cover it. Like, similarly to the bricks and minifig situation, the reason I'm not making that the main topic of, like, today over this is because this is recent. This just happened. Why would I wait and talk about it after when I could just update it? Like, when the Adam and Lena thing broke, I covered that before it even came out that Lena said that it was all fake. But that was my theory from the jump. You could end up being right in your fucking theories or end up being wrong in your theories. But the importance of YouTube is trying to cover shit before other people do. The only reason I think a lot of you were even interested in my coverage of Gabby Hanna is because I covered it before a lot of other commentary people picked that up. I tried to get that out ASAP because I saw that video from Jen Dent and I knew it was important. The speed of getting shit out. That's the most important thing in the commentary sphere is being one of the first people to cover shit. Because no one's gonna want to watch you give the same fucking take 8 different YouTubers already gave. They can go watch the video that's got 400k fucking views, whatever the fuck. It's not a hard concept to understand. Decimator said Bloodspath does do his research. It can only go so far. He was going on what Jidion presented on his own channel. Is Jidion saying that he was presenting a false narrative? That's a good fucking point too. So he's saying, oh, because you only went off of what was on my channel and you didn't wait to see the whole case was finished. Like, this is a dumb fucking point, and it's really annoying to see this whole chat be like, WJ. It's like, sycophants.
I mean, I just saw something and I wanted to cover it.
But do you think you fully understood what you were seeing?
I understood what I saw. Maybe there were some other things behind the scenes that at that time I literally could not know. But I mean, don't worry, I'm definitely planning on.
I promise you, everything that I'm bringing up, this isn't anything where it's like, oh damn, only Jidion can know this because he's part of the case. Everything that I'm bringing up, if you did research, would know. You said you watched this clip right here, right? Like you promised you've seen this clip, you've seen all of it, right?
On stream. I mean, I think I skipped a minute or two in, but no, I watched the vast majority of it on stream last night.
Okay. So, and what were these 3 gentlemen, Colton, Lucas, and Gio, charged with?
I mean, like I said, I don't know off the top of my head.
What does that have to do with
you? I haven't talked about it in any kind of video yet.
Do you see how he's literally just trying to do this, like, jump rope game of, like, double dutch with this guy instead of just, like, addressing any of the points that Bloodspath brought up? Or is it Bloodspath or Bloodspit? I don't really know. I've heard both. Anyways, I think it's Bloodspeth, though, if I'm right. I think I said Bloodspit 40 times. Anywho, it's just, I don't understand the point of trying to, like, do this, like, circles game around him. Just address the situation. What do the other 3 minors' charges have anything to do with yours?
You did talk about it. You said that's why they were charged with trespassing in your video you posted. And
they
weren't charged with trespassing. You know what they were charged with?
You could just tell me, man.
Disturbing the peace.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll definitely have to reiterate that in my next video.
So what did you see anything that, but not even me, them specifically, did you see anything that they did when they disturbed the peace?
Notice how he just keeps focusing on everything but what he did. He doesn't want to talk about like him. He wants to point out that this guy got this little detail wrong and like the charges. Well, that was your charge. Just because they were in charge of, like, it's not that imperative that every fucking little thing you say in your video is right. You can correct yourself later. And it's so dumb that he's, like, dying on this fucking hill. Bumbling B said it's like the debate bro gotcha game. They think if they can get you on something tangentially related that they've blown your entire credibility. I agree, and I can't stand people who debate like this.
Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you whether or not what I believe happened was morally right, and I definitely feel like.
But we're not talking about morals. You said I committed crimes. Crimes isn't a moral thing. Your whole video wasn't about morality. Your whole video was about crimes.
Well, then if I said you did, why are we talking about these 3 gentlemen?
Because you said I made them also commit crimes.
Well, you made them get arrested, is what I said. Or did I say verbatim?
So if I made them get arrested, what did I make them do then?
Well,
how do you get arrested?
You were trespassed. Well, you get arrested if an officer believes you committed a crime.
Okay. So
and you were trespassed. And after that, you decided to give your equipment to these kids to go in on your behalf. And the cop warned you, didn't he, on the loudspeaker?
Yeah.
You yelled at him too.
Good
Wait,
retelling.
can an officer trespass somebody?
I mean, I'd have to look at the law.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? The fucking McDonald's people said they didn't want you there. They said they gave permission to the cops to get you off the property. Why is he fucking playing this game? Oh my god.
I mean, I'll look it up right now if an officer can trespass someone on their behalf. But I mean, they weren't arrested for trespassing anyway.
Exactly. That's the big thing. They weren't arrested for trespassing. Isn't that crazy?
But they were arrested.
Yeah, for disturbing the peace.
Would they have gotten arrested if you didn't get them to do what they did?
Would they have gotten arrested if the cops knew the law?
I'm gonna ask again if they would have gotten arrested if you didn't do what they did.
Have you ever heard about civil rights? You do realize that all of our civil rights got violated, right?
He just can't answer a fucking question.
You also do realize that a cop can arrest you for anything. You do know that, right?
A cop can arrest you for anything. So if you're sitting down and doing nothing, they can just arrest you.
Yes, and it happens a lot. Yes, I mean,
and so
yes.
Is that what happened here?
Yes, our constitutional rights were violated. Quite literally, yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You were traveling with a large group of people. You were trespassed earlier for causing a disturbance, a nuisance.
Yes.
Did I go back on the property?
I didn't say you did.
No, I'm just,
I didn't say
okay.
you trespassed.
So I was trespassed and I stayed off the property.
You know what? You know what? The parking lot of McDonald's is private property and owned or leased by either a corporation or a local franchisee. And because it is private property, they can control who parks there. They can control who walks there. They can control who does a fucking skippity-doo-dah cartwheel in their parking lot if they fucking want to. You're trying to play this game of, well, I didn't go back inside, so they can't trespass me. You were on their fucking property. They had all right to trespass you. I'm so sick of him throwing out this, my constitutional rights were violated. Then please, tell us what constitutional rights were violated so we can address. Like, I want to know. I want to know the exact right. We can look it up, play this, like, game. You don't have to do all the research before the fucking stream. I can just Google shit right here, right now. We got the tools. He just wants to keep using this buzzword of my rights were violated. Please tell me how. And no one can... this is all I keep seeing in this, is he feels like his rights were violated. How? If not a single person can answer me that, then of course I'm still going to have the stance that I have.
That's right.
Were these 3 individuals trespassed?
Don't know.
Okay,
Again, there was
let me answer it for you. They weren't.
In there. I understand that's your opinion, but back to what I was saying.
My opinion, okay. So what is your facts then?
If you wouldn't mind, I would really like to finish.
Yeah.
You were traveling with a large group of people.
In your opinion.
You were, sure. And you were trespassed, so you decided to stand on the sidewalk. No, the cop said you were. Do you want to really do this?
I'm just saying, in your opinion, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're saying it to every point I say when I just said it one time.
No, but this is like genuinely, all of this is in your opinion. Because I just asked earlier if you would take, because I mean, I don't think you should take what the cops say as fact because they're lying on my case. But that's besides the point. The point that I'm trying to make is you're using what the officer said as fact, when in actuality, it's his opinion and your opinion.
I'm done. He's literally like, what are you even, what? I can't even. I'm actually crashing out, losing my fucking mind. If I have to listen to this man try to play hoops and ladders hopscotch one more time, I can't fucking do it. I can't. Oh, Lord. Well, I would address more, but honestly, Christ. If you want to check out more, there is a lot more in this interview that he does with Bloodspeth, where Bloodspeth kind of calls him out about some other stuff. That's around the 4-hour mark of that stream if you want to check it out for yourself. It's a little bit unrelated to what we're talking about today, so I think I'm gonna skip it just because it's not super important for me. Now, I'm gonna put up a quick little poll to see if you guys want me to react to this or not. I'm not sure if anyone's seen it, but a couple of us were in the VC last night, and someone came in and told me that I was being shit-talked by Rosie on Fire. So I'm gonna put up a poll on if you want me to react to that. React to the LCU shit stuff. Yeah. So it's up to you. I'll give you guys like the next like 3 minutes to vote on that, whatever you're leaning to. I don't care either way of reacting to it. I just don't want to seem like I'm looping or like we're like on the same shit again. Spoople said, can we react to that one video of the horse playing the keyboard? Yeah. While we wait for everyone to vote for the poll? Yeah. Keyboard. Horse. What a talented little guy he is. If I ever have to get my wisdom teeth taken out, it better be an option that the mini horse can wake me up from anesthesia too. Good morning!
Good job! Wow!
You heard him finish. Wait, we gotta play that back at the end there. He sauced it up.
Oh, wow! Good job!
Oh! Oh, that little move with that though. Woo! He was quick with it. He was saucy with it. Shout out the mini horse for real. Logie said it sounds like packing. It does. It's like the waka waka a little bit. I hear it. I know what you're saying though. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, well right now the poll's at 74% yes. I can't see how many votes it has on it because my phone's glitching out. So let me see. I don't know how many of you guys are here right now, so I'll go based off that as well. Okay, the poll's currently got 40 votes. There's like 78 of you here, so that's, I guess, about halfway. So I guess I'll react. Fuck it, we ball. I don't think even if the rest of the people voted, it would sway it enough to do anything. So, I've not seen all of this. I've seen a bit of this. Alright. So I'm not exactly sure where it starts. Maybe there's a transcript. There is. Oh god, this goes on for a while, huh? Okay. Apparently this goes on for a while.
Okay, so speaking of elephants, do we want to talk about the elephant in the room, and that would be someone that starts with a Z?
Zeta Ray?
Not that fat cow.
Oh, you mean the skinny twig named Zayzudid?
Oh, where the fuck did he come from?
Yeah. Kayla has some things that he wanted to say.
Let me hop on
about you know, Zay was basically talking a lot of shit on the LCU, talking shit on Keemstar, saying that she's basically still owed, you know, the $2 grand, and
that was not what I said. No. I did not say I was still owed the $2 grand. I was just calling out Keem for being a hypocrite. I literally said, I know I'm not getting this money. This is not me attempting to get this money. Tell me you didn't watch it without watching it. Squid said, LOL, they will never stop talking about you. That's a good fucking point, too. How are they gonna sit here and be like, she's talking about the LCU? I keep reacting to clips of them talking about me. Like, I'm responding to them talking about me, and then they're like, I can't believe she's talking about the LCU. How crazy. Fuck you too, bitch.
She had a lot to say, and you know, Kalo had watched it, and he feels very strongly about Zay because of some things that she did.
Oh my god, I can't wait to hear this again. Let's hear Kalo cry about Grim again. Oh my god, yes, I absolutely told Kalo to stop fucking talking about Grim. once he got Snowgoth as a co-host and he's still on the show every day being like, I miss Grim, I miss Grim. One, do you not think that's disrespectful to Snowgoth? Two, do you not think your audience is sick of fucking hearing that? Even if they like Grim, how would they have ever gotten used to having Snowgoth as a co-host if you don't shut up about your old co-host who got fired?
To him, and I just want to give Kalo the floor.
Go ahead, Kalo. Go ahead.
Well, that we wait for that. There's a donation. Tina, how many roaches have your dogs caught tonight? That's what Kate the Angelica Assassin said. Yeah.
Thank you for your money. My dogs don't eat roaches, motherfucker.
Let's just say this. Zayzooted, you came here trying to be a dominatrix. You came here trying to dominate Boogie and everything, and then you were the most...
Well, starting off, that's not correct. That's not how the history went. I didn't come in starting to be a dominatrix. When I did my audition, I think it was my second, not my first audition.
I'm a toker, a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
Ban Mono.
All right, Mono, bring in one of the alts. It's time to ban you today. Oh, wait, Loki got it. He's mod. But that's not how that happened. Anyone who was there in the, like, OG LCU days will know for a fact. The way it went down was, it was during, like, either my first or second interview. I was on, I think it was live at the time, because my first interview was on Queens. It was Boogie, Wings, and Keem up on the screen, and I believe Mike and Tina as well, but they were, like, in the same room. And Wings asked me what I did for work. I'm not going to sit there and lie and say I do something else because I know how these internet people are. And if I say I do anything other than dominatrix sex work, what would they have done? Dug up the fact that I did dominatrix sex work and put that out in front of everybody. Because that's just how that community is. So the easiest way to get in front of something is to just admit that you do it. Just admit that that's whatever. Like, and so that's what I did. I just admitted that I was a dominatrix. I never said I wanted to dom Boogie. The whole way that came about was like something that was talked about by Keem the first time and then was brought up to do like IRL content. Like Keem had brought it up a couple times. Like that was something that was like planned with Boogie and Desi herself. And it was going to be me teaching Desi how to dom Boogie because I was not comfortable touching that man.
Monotone, unentertaining person I've ever met. You just sit.
Monotone, unentertaining person I've ever met. Like, the irony is really funny in that. I'm sorry. Can we play that back one more time?
Unentertaining person I've ever met. You just sit there while your boyfriend cooks up all your content for you because you're untalented and you can't have a good idea for yourself. Your content that you make on your adult.
There's no way he just said monotone. Sorry, I couldn't take that seriously.
For you because you're untalented and you can't have a good idea for yourself. Your content that you make on your adult platform is meme, especially that video of you just walking around.
Is mim? Is mim? Did he just say mim? Is he like struggling? Did bro also just admit that he bought my content? That's really strange.
Out in the room. Your content that you make on your adult platform is meme, especially that video of you just walking around in the room with your raccoon eyes showing and you look like you're basic as fuck. You're
I need to check something. Hold on, I really need to check something. Because I know exactly what video he's talking about. So, there's a video. So, this video, by the way, it's really funny because you guys are going to laugh. It's something that somebody paid me to make. And so I uploaded it to sell it to other people as well, right? Because it's not something I usually make. And it's a video of me. There's like a camera set up, just walking back and forth in front of the camera. That's it. That's the whole video. Just so you can kind of get an idea of what he's talking about here. Now, I want to see exactly how much that video is. Bro paid $10 to watch me walk in front of the fucking camera and then sit here and cry about it. Bro paid $10. Thank you for the money. Like, that's hard. another one. So I pulled up the price list here. I got the price list sitting in front of me. So we're gonna total up how much Kalo has spent on my content.
Boyfriend is a cuck. You had him. You're actually a cuck too. You sat there and watched your boyfriend fuck another chick while you just sat there and watched, and then you took it later from him too.
Okay, so if I had to guess, I'm assuming he's too broke to pay for one of the expensive threesome videos. So let's look, because they're not that cheap. But they're not that expensive either. So let's see. The cheapest one I think is $25. So that's $35 spent right there. Because the cheapest threesome video is $25. So we spent $35. How are you gonna go on to call my boyfriend a cuck and then mention the fact that I literally let my boyfriend fuck other girls, which, by the way, yeah, I do, in a threesome video? Did you miss the part where I licked her pussy, buddy? Like, did you miss that? That's so funny. I'm sorry, he's gonna sit there and call me a cuck? Like, I didn't fuck those bitches too? That was a double team. We both were involved. Get it right, buddy.
So, Zay Zooted, you're fucking talentless hack. All you do is could talk about the LCU because that's all that thing that's gonna get you views nowadays.
Dude, the jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. You talentless hack. You talk about the LCU because then when you is the only thing gets you views now. If you when. Can you fucking make a goddamn sentence without a single grammatical error? Without a single one, Kalo? Can you spit one bitch out without a single grammatical error? Because I bet you fucking can't. Oh, Greg, this is so good. Wait, I am glad we're reacting to this now. This is fucking funny.
A joker and a midnight wiener stroker.
Can't call you a scammer when he clearly received the content he paid for, unlike the money people put into events and activities in another place. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth emoji.
And that's the thing, right? I'm pretty sure there's a part where they talk about that a little bit later, so I'll save my commentary on that whole scamming bullshit, because I've talked about it before, but I'll talk about it again. But the fact that Kalo spent $35 on my content is crazy. Now, after the stream is over, I'm gonna figure out which account is his, because it shouldn't be hard, because he made it obvious that he unlocked 2 videos that, like, I don't know if people realize, like, when you pay for my content, I can see that. And I can see exactly how many people unlock what. And I can just find out which one's his account. And see exactly the total. And I'm gonna drop it in the Discord for you guys later. The exact total of how much he spent. Because those 2 videos are very, at least the walking one is very specific. So there's maybe like 5 people that bought that. So he's cooked. We're gonna figure it out.
You snake Jersey. You snake everyone in your fucking life. You talk shit and try to get me to turn on my friend Grim. So you can go fuck yourself.
I told you what it was about.
And like I said yesterday on Pit, S1K, I'm gonna be in Florida next month. Let's meet in a boxing ring.
I'll say this as gently as I can, because I don't want to get like canceled for saying this. But, like, I think that all of your gears gotta be turning the same direction. Because otherwise, people would say when he, like, beat your ass that it'd be, like, a hate crime. So, like, I don't think he could do that. Sorry, Kalo.
Wow, Kalo.
But unfortunately, you won't show up, just like you wouldn't fight Grim, because you're a fucking pussy.
The whole he wouldn't fight Grim. My boyfriend didn't want to train for 3 months for a boxing match when me and Grim live in the same state. He told Grim, give us any location. He'll fight him. Grim said, I have to train for 3 months and put on boxing gloves to get in the ring with you. Who's the pussy?
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Yeah, the things that I've heard about S1K, if it's true that he was like talking gross to Jersey and like telling her to shut the fuck up and you're gonna do this, if that's true, that's actually fucking disgusting. And it's gross that he even has any say in what goes on in the fucking LCU when he's not even a fucking host here.
So I guess every docket member in the LCU, you're all gross. None of you should ever have a say in what goes on in any of the shows if you're a docket member because you're gross. Because he's my boyfriend, he's treated to a different standard. Also, that he ever told Jersey to shut the fuck up is so comical. If that's the bullshit narratives that she's trying to run now, I'm going to die laughing. That is so fucking pathetic of her to... Because I don't know if she comes up and argues against that or what the fuck she says. I don't know yet. So we're gonna fucking see. But the fact that she's trying to say, that Fupa's trying to say that at any point that my boyfriend told Jersey to shut the fuck up. And what else did he say?
That's actually fucking just like telling her to shut the fuck up and you're gonna do this.
You're gonna do this? Bro's never even told me to shut the fuck up. Dude, no relationship is perfect. I'll be so real. Me and S1K have definitely argued a million times. Have we argued about stuff for shows before? Yeah, but it's not like he's like, shut the fuck up, do what I tell you. We'll argue in the sense of like, I'll be like, I don't really want to do that. I'm nervous. I'm going to come off bad. He will like uplift me and be like, no, you don't need to worry about that. This is the internet. Like, it's okay. Like, don't stress. Like, even in our arguments, he treats me so fucking well. That's why this pisses me off whenever they try to run this bullshit narrative. Because any of you guys that's spoken to him, you know he's not, like, he's a very kind of, like, soft-spoken guy. Like, he's really not like that. It's just so funny, bro.
If that's true, that's actually fucking disgusting.
Also, this is the same Jersey.
A joker and a midnight wiener stroker.
Just so sad when he can't even get any IRL. Lol.
No, that's so fucking true, the Drama Network. Or, oh, the Trolling Pop-Tart. The Trolling Pop-Tart, yeah. I was like, new one. But anyways, I'm just like, no, that is so fucking terrible. They can't sit there and say, all she does is talk about the LCU, when they just keep setting me up to laugh at them, bro. Like, this is so good.
And it's gross that he even has any say in what goes on in the fucking LCU when he's not even a fucking host here. So Zay's in the wrong for that, for letting her fucking man try and control what the fuck goes on her show.
Letting him try and control what the fuck goes on my show. I think that's the most, like, pitiful part about this, is that these dumb bitches can't understand the fact that he's gonna have opinions on things too, but so do I. If I disagreed with something that S1K said and he wanted to do something totally different than me, I'm gonna do it the way I fucking want to do it. I don't think it's a secret that I'm a very fucking opinionated person. Do I really seem like the type of bitch who's gonna let a man walk all over me? That's crazy. That's the craziest part of all that.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Fusion said Fupa just quit. Shit. See her back again tomorrow.
I don't know anything you're all talking about.
He's basically her pimp. Like, he's pimping her out to the internet.
Y'all realize I did sex work content before I met him, right? You look a little silly. Anytime someone says that, I'm like, you look a little silly. Because I did that before I met him. So, it's not like he ever told me to do that. I did it all on my own.
Why would you, okay, as a woman, why would you let someone pimp you out? Like, why would you let your man take a cut? Like, just do that shit yourself and get 100% of the cut. The fuck?
Get a cut? Are they dumb? We live together. We have a joint bank account. Are they stupid? All of the money each other makes is each other's. It's like he gets a cut? Are they stupid? We have a joint bank account, you dumb bitch. Sorry, that's the most stupid thing. You think he takes a cut of my money? You think we live in this apartment together? We have 3 cats. together, and we still have split bank accounts. Is that what you truly believe? That's nonsensical. That is brain dead to me. Of course we have a joint fucking bank account. We have been together for 5 fucking years, you dumb bitch. Yet, like Lieutenant Aries says, yet 50% of their cut gets taken by Keem. Fupa, why don't you go get your 100%? You're letting a man take your take 50% off you. That's so crazy, Fupa. You are literally letting a man take 50% off you right now, talking about I let a man take a cut off me because we are together. We're gonna get married one day and have children. So we have a joint bank account and share money like most people do when you start building a life together.
Come on.
Yep.
I'm supposed to have these questions when she was here.
Block that, Tina.
Hi, I just wanted to clear something up. He never told me to shut the fuck up or nothing like that. But there were definitely multiple times where I would wake up and try to touch base with her to see what the show plan was, and it would just always be, oh, S1K thinks we should do this. S1K said to do that. There were like a couple times that they got into fights because certain way, and then she would ask me, and I'd be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Okay. As I said before, yeah, me and S1K have absolutely gotten in fights, and I know exactly what she's talking about here, but I'm gonna be very, very frank, and I'll be very, very blunt in the way that I'm saying this. Jersey, if you want to try to play like this game about like you're gonna out shit from my relationship, because the specific day that I think she's talking about, you can try to say I was not really your friend, but I wouldn't have told you or called you or talked to you about all the stuff going on in my life on that day if you weren't my friend. But if you really want me to not be your friend and out all the shit from your relationship, please don't make me, because I really fucking will. But I won't play that card first. But let's listen to what she says here, because we can really fucking play that game. I'm not out here talking about your relationship, but you're out here talking about mine.
And then he would get like argumentative and shit. But also, it's funny as fuck to me that she keeps talking about 2K. Like, I'm not gonna disclose exactly how much I got paid this check, but her whole thing was, I'm gonna leave if the check is under like a certain amount. And it was well over that amount. So she did all this rah-rah bullshit and all this fucking fucked up stupid ass bullshit just to literally miss out on a paycheck that she would have been more than happy to fucking receive.
I literally said before, I don't give a fuck about the paycheck. It's not about the paycheck. Congrats on whatever the fuck you got paid. I would love to know the exact amount if it's so much more than $2,000. Let's hear what it is. If it's so much more that I would have been more than fucking happy with. I'm more than happy with leaving on my own and having my own community of people that are actually uplifting and willing to help me grow my own shit. Not just giving 50% to Keemstar. And no, I don't give a fuck about that last check regardless. It does not press me if you got paid more than 2K. Congratulations.
That's what I find funniest out of all of this fucking shit. It's also really funny to me that there was a whole fucking group chat where she was running her fucking mouth about people, just like how I was at the beginning of fucking March when I had that fucking whole bully list and all that shit and shit.
Running my mouth about people? I will fully admit the shit that I said in there. I called people annoying in the VCs. That was literally it. I've never said anything worse than that. Oh, what can I say? When the whole fucking side server bullshit happened and she was in that group chat talking about it, I said that some people were untrustworthy. And I'll fully admit who those people were to them. I'm not gonna fucking say it on a fucking stream because I'm not gonna put like in people's head that those people are actually untrustworthy, because they're not. Realistically, what it was there was some screenshots that were put in that group chat from that side server where people were talking shit about, honestly, Rosie, not really about me. There was a couple messages where they said that people assumed that I didn't really like Rosie as much as I did. I really did consider her my friend. Like, I know it might have come off like that, but a lot of times I just have like a really resting bitchy face when I'm on the stream, and I apologize for that. But what was in that group chat that's so bad? Then just say it. What did I ever say that was so bad? I absolutely will admit I called people annoying in the VCs, especially during book club. There was people who just would not shut the fuck up, and nobody else could fucking talk about anything. So I would get really annoyed in those moments. I'd be like, why will this person not stop talking? That's the worst shit I said in there. And if you want fucking backup, or there are 2 other people in there, Danny and Psych, who were in that group chat who can back up that I talked in there the least out of all of them. Danny and Psych have admitted the fact that they talked about shit about people in there, so they're not hiding from the shit they said in there. But they can openly tell you, I talked in there the least and talked the least shit. The most I said was people were annoying in VCs and talked about the fucking side server bullshit. That's it.
And I've owned up to that, but it's real convenient how she'll never own up to the shit that she did and swept it completely under the rug. I was just like, oh yeah, well, yeah, I called some people annoying some of the time. You know what's even funnier? I can't even pull it up anymore because that fucking group chat is conveniently deleted now. And guess who was the owner of it? Fucking Zay. So.
Well, that's not true. You know who was the owner? You know who made the group chat? Rosie. But you know when she didn't own the group chat anymore? When she had some weird fucking fit at all of us and was like, I don't think you're really my friend in the middle of whatever the fuck was going on, and then just left the group chat. So she left the group chat, and then when she rejoined, it made the first person she invited into the group chat the owner, which wasn't me, silly idiot, because my name starts with Z. You know who it would be in the order of the names? Danny, dumbass. If Danny chose to delete the group chat, why don't you confront Danny about that?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Chandon Yan with the 2 said, would she have owned up if not for the leaks? Not at all. She was still lying through her teeth up until the leaks came out, bro. Rules for thee, but not for me. I owned up to my shit and nothing got leaked. There's no screenshots of me talking shit about anybody anywhere, but I've admitted that I talk shit about people. How am I sweeping that under the rug? If you have screenshots of me talking shit about people, put that out there. If you have screenshots of whatever the fuck you're claiming, put that out there at this point. Why would I sweep anything under the rug? I've admitted I'm not perfect in this situation. I didn't do everything exactly fucking perfectly. But what I'm not gonna sit here and do is have you lie on my name and try to put like worse accusations than what I actually did.
This whole fucking thing is just really fucking interesting, and I've been trying to fucking hold my fucking tongue for the longest time on it, and I know your mama keeps talking about, yeah, I want you to get like rah-rah about it, and I want you to go off about it, and I'm like, nah, but the more I fucking sit with this shit, the more that I'm really thinking back to all of the fuck shit that happened, the more mad I'm getting, bro, and like, I understand what I...
The more mad you're getting, the more you're thinking about it. So like, it took your mama hyping you up? Wait. Remember when she made that accusation in the DMs with Psych, saying that I made her into an attack dog and made her fight battles for me? Isn't that what you're letting yo mama do to you right now? You're literally self-admitting yo mama tried to build up your head and make you go all rah-rah. So you're self-admitting you're being yo mama's attack dog. But isn't that what you claimed I was doing to you? And this is the same one who, by the way, all these months of her shitting on yo mama, telling all these people to stand up to yo mama, is now yo mama's bitch? Hey.
Did wrong in the entire situation. I do. I have no problem taking accountability for it. But it's fucking insane to me that this bitch is just walking around like she's the innocent one in the whole situation when she was right there with me 99% of the time talking mad.
Right there with you? I was not in your bully hate group. So no, I was not right there with you. I was not the one who was having like extremely weird parasocial relationships with fans, quote unquote. No, let's just be real. I didn't have a relationship with a fan. I never got to the point where I was, quote unquote, like dating a fan, okay? Yeah, there are very vastly different things that I have problems with that you did. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm not the one who sat there and cried to the fucking audience and like pushed this fucking narrative about the lie or whatever the fuck. You chose to do that. You chose to come in my chat and talk shit. You choose to do all these things and then you want to put it on me because you've never taken accountability for your actions even now. Where has your accountability been once? You keep saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to change and be better. Okay.
Bad shit, doing a whole bunch of shit, fucking telling me, oh yeah, if they're not bringing up goals, we just don't have to do them. Straight up being okay with scamming fans and shit. Like, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. And I promise you those messages.
Oh, and like, let's be real. That fan that she dated, by the way, also, he was so uncomfortable because he literally said that she kept contacting him after like things ended and she was like obsessively contacting him. Just want to put that out there. I don't really know shit about it other than what she told me, and that's what he had said about it. I'm not friends with this guy, and I like chose not to be friends with this guy just for the sake of like her or whatever, and I still wouldn't be friends with him now just because I feel like that would be just an extra shitty thing to do. But I just want to be clear that that's the thing that happened.
They're probably being okay with scamming fans and shit. Like, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. And I promise you, those messages are probably conveniently fucking deleted. Either that, or a lot of she was smart with it. I'll give her that. She was smart with it at the very least because she was always saying the shit on the phone. And unlike you, I don't record phone calls. So I don't have any of that.
Sorry, I just talked to you on the phone because I don't like texting. I mean, it's no secret. I usually join VCs. I don't really text that much. I've already talked about the goal thing before, and I literally said that they were goals that were not that serious. Specifically, the Scotty reading is the one she keeps talking about, that nobody gave a fuck, that I was like, yeah, let's just put this off if no one's mentioning it. Nobody said, we're never doing that goal. I said, let's put this off if nobody's mentioning it. I specifically said I wanted to do the Scotty reading on a members only because I don't think that that had a general appeal to most of the people that had tuned into our show at that point. You can argue me that point. If you think it did, that's fair. But I'm gonna be real. I already admitted all this. So what is she talking about? I already said there were goals we put on the back burner. And I've already said over here now, if there are any goals you want me to complete, to let me know. The keychains were mailed out. What part did you take in doing anything for the crowns or anything? But the keychains that still owed, made sure they got mailed out. Which, by the way, if your keychain hasn't gotten there yet, it is in the mail. I had a weird thing where they were trying to charge me a lot for like this package I was using, and then I had to switch them. So they're all coming in letters. You'll get them in letters, the rest of you. But yeah, so I'm just saying, what part did she take in not skimming the fans?
I don't have any of that fucking, like, she knew that shit, bro. But yeah, I just want to come up and clear the air on that one thing. Shit is definitely fucked up. I can't stand this shit anymore. But you know what? Glass is still successful without her, so that's all that matters.
I think you should
You're better than me.
pop off on her because I feel like she 100% fucked you over, and I don't think her friendship with you was real at all. I think you definitely thought it was real, but she was very clearly just in it for this little ride, and then she dipped the first minute it went downhill, and
bitch, she could have left with me. Why are we playing this game of I dipped the first minute and went downhill, and it like acting like she didn't have, like I just left her high and dry? She could have left with me. She chose to stay. That's her business. She chose being on like Keem and Yo Mama's side over our friendship. She chose the content of like trying to shit on me over our friendship. That's really what it was. She came in my chat that one day and she can try to act like she was all innocent and just wanted to confront the fact that I said whatever about Amber. All of you who were in the chat that day saw that shit. She was clearly fighting back with me. She wanted to get some fucking moment. She wanted to have a moment. She wanted to make me look bad in front of you all in the chat. That's really what it was. Sorry, I just didn't let that happen.
I mean, she completely fucked you over, left you high and dry, and then turned around and like expose all your DMs and shit, and was like trying to put the blame on you. And
I didn't expose DMs until she went up on an episode of whatever fucking garbage ass show it was and said that she was going to expose DMs, and in fact started reading the messages but didn't show them. So what I did was showed the message that she was reading from where it started to where it ended, to show that yes, I did say what she said I said, but that she took part in it as well. That's why the DMs leaked. She wanted to keep talking about exposing them and she was going to expose me. I'll get ahead of it. I learned that from Xylee. You want to talk, you're going to expose my DMs? I won't let you, bitch. I'll expose them myself. I know what the fuck I said.
it just went down really, really fucking dirty. And if she was really your friend, she would have never done that.
And you know what's even funnier about that? She had the fucking knowledge about me being in that group chat for months and sat on that information and didn't.
The bully hate group that only came up because of all the shit that happened with Soph. It honestly came up because of the rah-rah you were talking about Soph on one of those fucking episodes somewhere. And people got pissed. I'm gonna be real. People were talking about all the different types of shit that you were talking. I was like, I'll be real. I do know about this. Should I have said on that information? No. But what would me of putting that out in the LCU at the time that it happened have done good? I wanted to see if you were actually gonna like change and improve from that, because I will admit, like joining in and like starting off as just someone from Discord, you might have just like got wrapped up into something. I didn't think you were just like fucked up. But then the behavior continued. I found out after the fact, even after these streams that I've done, about all these other secret group chats that you had with people that you told them not to tell me about, because you know when you got caught in the bully hate group, I told you I wanted to be a part of any group chat from then on. So you started making secret group chats with other people to keep talking shit in places where you know I wouldn't see it. Sorry I gave you the opportunity of a chance to improve before I exposed your shit.
Fucking say anything until it was convenient for her and benefited her. Exactly. And ironically, like a day or two after she got monetized is when all this shit suddenly came out. Like she knew.
You picked when I got monetized to come be upset that day in my chat. You realize that, right? You picked that day. I think you did that non-coincidentally. I think you intentionally wanted to make it so I didn't make money. I think you wanted to make me look bad in public to my audience to try to shit on me so that I wouldn't make money. Because I had just been monetized. Why else do you keep bringing up that I had just been monetized? Because you're the one who came into my chat. Oh wait, it was clearly planned by you to make me look bad to everybody. And it just didn't work in your fucking favor. Because you didn't think I was actually going to put out all the shit you did.
Exactly what the fuck she was doing, bro. And like, the whole reason why I brought up my relapse to begin with was not to be like, whoa, woe is me, cry for me, pity me. It was to literally express that I was at my fucking lowest. And she knew that. And then the next day was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit. Like, it's...
You keep trying to poke me to say more shit about that because you know it's gonna make you look like the victor in this. You want me to say more about that. You really do, because you want to look like the good guy, like I'm the shitty person for talking about your relapse. But we all know why you brought it up for woe, why you brought it up for pity. Because simple fucking answer, the first night you told me about that was that night where you didn't pull up to the stream, that Sunday night episode where I told you guys, Rosie, I told her to just go to sleep. She was having a bad day mentally. That's why. So don't, like, honestly, like, this bitch wants to keep poking the bear. You really want to keep fucking poking me to say some shit. I really will. And like Logie said, it's not my fault and not my responsibility. You're 30, I'm 25, I'm not your parent. I can't stop you from whatever, and that's not my problem. Whatever you have going on in your IRL is not my problem. I gotta worry about me and my family first. I've said it a million fucking times. I have to worry about me moving out. I got all this shit going on in my fucking personal life too. But you don't hear me like crying woe every fucking time. Like you specifically use that as a woe is me.
This shit is so fucked, bro. And I've been sitting here. There was even fucking leaked. Remember the whole fuck ass glass side server that was happening apparently?
Yeah.
There were like leaked messages after the fact of like people in there straight up saying like, it seems like Rosie.
It wasn't after the fact. I mean, it's no fuck. Rosie was the one who fucking told Steak about the fucking side server because she sent me the screenshots and I was like, because she had already snapped on Rosie, found out about, Rosie had already snapped on Lacey. She found out about the side server, sent the screenshots, and I was like, sure, just send it to Steak. I was like, yeah, just fucking send it to Steak. So Rosie's the one who sent and snitched on the side server to Steak, who then snitched on it to Keem. And the whole reason she was so upset was because there was messages in there talking shit about Rosie, and that specific message saying that she didn't think that I fucked with her as much as whatever, and that caused all fucking issues between us, because she started this whole fucking thing about, like, I don't really ever back and whatever the fuck, and I'm like, bitch, I've literally been here, like, supporting you behind the scenes, on camera, all the fucking time, but you're gonna, like, question whatever it was just so annoying. Like, I really couldn't do it.
Really fucks with Zay, but I don't think Zay fucks with Rosie. And I was like, nah, y'all are trying to drive a wedge between us. In hindsight, they saw what I didn't, straight up.
Soph wants to come in and talk.
Oh, Tom said I knew it? I thought you guys already knew that. My bad. I can't do it. She wants to keep putting lies on me. I'll put the truth on you. And then you're gonna fucking look dumb, bitch. I'll put the fucking truth on you, and then you gotta answer for the shit you did. You can keep putting these lies on me and trying to make me take accountability for fucking lies. Go ahead. I'll make you take accountability for the fucking truth. Zach said, oh fuck, was it actually me the whole time? Yeah, that screenshot of you saying that you thought that I didn't fuck with Rosie or whatever, that really fucking pissed her off. I've seen it. I'll be real. Shit, ask me.
Talk some shit. Or do you guys want to let her back up here?
Better. Content.
Honestly, you are so much better than I am, because if I, like, considered someone a friend and then they left and just pretty much gave me the middle finger to go do their own thing, because
yeah, I gave her the middle finger. I definitely didn't say she could come do something with me. Yep.
In her mind, she definitely thought that she was the only reason that Glass was successful and the only reason it was making money. So yeah, my friend did that shit, left, and then talked nonstop shit about me. There's no way I'd be able to, like, bite my tongue. And her whole thing was, oh, well, I only talk shit about you because you came into my comment section one day when I was live. Literally, she was actively talking shit about how Glass was turning into the Amber Lynn show. It was fine when it was benefiting her pockets, though. But
talking shit, let's be real. A couple days before that, I reacted to a clip of you. You had literally been letting people come up on Glass to talk shit about me and then just kind of, like, laughing about it and then being like, I don't condone. So I can't respond and say that I no longer fucking fuck with Glass because it's turning into the ALR show. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But if you're gonna come in my chat and act like you're all big body bitch about it, I'ma fucking respond.
then when I fucking, all I said to her in response was, hey, it's really not, though. We've been talking about plenty of other shit. We've been covering plenty of other shit. We just had, like, covered this whole random ass story. And I was like, yeah, like, it has nothing to do with that. And I feel like she was legitimately waiting for an opportunity because the second that I sent it, S1K taps her and it's like, look. And then she looks.
S1K taps her? Are you retarded? Nobody tapped me. He wasn't. First off, every time I stream, when y'all hear me yell up to him, it's because we live in an apartment that's like 2 stories, okay? He's upstairs. What do you mean he tapped me? He didn't touch me. He didn't text me. Nothing. I read your bullshit out in the fucking chat. I actually had like 3 different of my mods screenshot it at me, but I responded to before I even saw that. Thank you, Novice. Yell at me every time I say the R word. Sorry, I can't help it. When I get angry, it's so bad. My bad. I'm beating myself up about it. Thank you, Novice. Remind me every time I say it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I apologize for saying that. I really am going out of my way to not say that anymore, guys. I apologize. My bad. All right, let's keep going, because I'm heated.
And then starts going fucking absolute ape shit on me. And then later on, even admits in a fucking live, like, oh yeah, S1K told me I should have been done this to her. Like, he legit controls this woman, bro. It's fucked.
Where did I say that? Is there a clip of me saying that anywhere? Because I'm gonna be real. Yeah, he low-key did want me to do shit because he knew, from the moment we found out that you were talking shit about me behind the scenes, he definitely wanted me to go on stream and just be real about everything because he honestly saw how hurt I was by this shit. And one thing that you gotta learn about him is if you hurt me, he will be very angry at you. So that's simple.
I think just a word of it. Well, see, Zay has been on the internet and been in this LCU game for so long that she knows how shit gets done around here, and she knows how dirty people can be and things like that. So I feel like she had all this shit planned out in the back of her head on how things are going to go out. But obviously, you being new and me being new, we may be a little bit more naive and not understand how things are played around here. But just a word of advice, I would want, even if you're friendly with someone, like, don't be surprised if they one day up and fuck you over. And if you see someone saying some fuck shit, screenshot that, put it in a file, save it for later, because it can come and save your ass in the future.
She couldn't do that because I don't say fuck shit.
That's the thing, like, I don't fucking operate like that. Like, I was never ever gonna have a bad fucking thing to say about her, regardless of the shit that went down and how it all went down and shit. But the more and more that she started fucking going in on me, fucking going live at 3 p.m. conveniently in the middle of Glass, like, knowing what that...
Do you own 3 p.m., bitch? Do you own 3 p.m.? Do you think the LCU owns YouTube and nobody else can stream at 3 p.m., bitch? Your stream is at 2 p.m. and your dumbass boss moved you to 3 p.m. Whine to him. You don't own the fucking time slot. You don't own fucking YouTube. I can stream whenever the fuck I want, and you can fucking shove this one straight up your ass about it, because I don't fucking... I'm so sick of hearing that shit. I will fucking go out of my way to make sure I stream over you every fucking day you stream, just to piss you off, you dumb bitch. That's how insecure you are about your own fucking content, that you can't fucking just be okay with the fact that somebody else is streaming at the same time as you. You gotta cry and whine about it. You know how many other people are streaming at fucking 3 p.m. right now? Maybe if you were more entertaining, you'd have more viewers, bitch! Sit there and say, yeah, That's crazy. That's your reaction to everything. Anybody could tune into anybody saying that. You provide nothing to a fucking show.
I was gonna do making a side server, knowing people were gonna get fucking not a side server, but like making her own server, knowing people were gonna get kicked from fucking the LC.
Do you own Discord? Does the LCU own Discord now too? Nobody else can own a fucking Discord server? I told them they were gonna get banned. You realize they didn't want to hang out with you anymore? Holy shit! Maybe you're the fucking problem. Everybody's the problem but you. All the people left you.
You won. Like, the shit just seemed like way too calculated. Like, this was like the plan from RIP. And like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, there was a time that like we were legit talking about leaving together and shit.
Then why not leave? Then why not leave? Why do all this rah-rah now saying you feel so fucking betrayed? You weren't betrayed. You just suck on your own. You want to sit there and say, I feel like I carried glass? You feel like I carried glass. Because otherwise, you wouldn't still be crying about it without me.
So for her to be like, I was like, when she brought it up to me, I was like, bro, I am not in the mental state to be thinking about anything like that. And it went from, okay, don't worry about that to, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna leave. So
yeah, don't worry about that. You don't have to leave. I'm leaving. My life has nothing to do with your life. I am not fucking making my life revolve around yours. Do you think the universe genuinely revolves around you? Because you must. Nobody can stream at 3 p.m. Nobody can have a Discord. You're fucking loony. You're insane, bitch.
Oh, bye. If you stay, don't tell anyone I told you, by the way. Like, just mess.
I mean,
then tell
like,
people
I know
if
you
you
say you don't
want.
operate like this, and there are some people in the chat that are like kind of saying the same. But here's the thing: this is a drama network, and we have seen just from the time that I've been here, I've seen multiple people leak DMs when their back is pressed up against the wall, and that is like a common thing here. And it even says in the rules, you are responsible for your DMs.
Duh, bitch! Don't put my back up against the wall and then make me feel like I gotta leak them. Why is she acting like the victim? Like I put her back up against the wall. You did that.
Being leaked.
Yep.
So
that's why I treat my DMs like main chat.
Exactly.
Like,
and so in this community, it's not seen as like dirty shit because people will out others in a way to save themselves.
Welcome to the internet.
And Xylee even said that she screenshots everything, and then before she leaves a group chat, she screenshots everything, then goes back and deletes all her messages, and then leaves the group chat.
Yep.
Because she knows how people play the game.
Oh.
Yeah,
you got a guest up here. You got a guest up here. You got a guest up here.
You're muted.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi. All right, I'm gonna hop off and let y'all get back to the show. I just wanted to clear some shit
coming
up.
up.
No.
Cleared up a whole lot of fucking nothing. Cleared up a whole lot of fucking nothing. That's crazy. Let's hit a Rosie. That's crazy. I can't even think of what to say right now. Wow. No, that honestly, so stupid. I don't even know what else to fucking say about this other than this bitch is literally running old LCU narratives now that she's this desperate to try to get some attention on her show. I'm calling in now. We're gonna see tomorrow her have a response to me, and she's gonna try to get all rah, rah, rah. All right. Keep barking, Bulldog. Keep barking. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys redirected to wherever we're heading off to. And if you did send any gifteds today, and you want to get your movie picks in, just let me know in the Discord, and I'll make sure we get them added into our wheel for you guys, because we are spinning that tomorrow. We watched Ghost Ship yesterday, which was a really fun, like, weird horror movie. It was good though. I liked it. And I think, what did we watch on Sunday? Little Shop of Horrors. So we got some new stuff to look into. Yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a little mean when people are a little mean to me. I just, talking about my boyfriend incessantly is really just cringing me out to the point that I'm like, okay, I'll be a little mean. My bad. V Midnight said she's upset because she actually has to work on her show. Zay did all the work before. No, S1K did all the work before, clearly. It was all S1K, never me. Zay can be a little mean as a treat. Yeah. Alrighty, you guys. Well, I'm gonna get you all sent over to Exile. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I, appreciate y'all as always. It's been crazy wild ride. Tomorrow, I actually don't have the episode planned out yet, but I'll let you guys know. We might do the bricks and minifigs as the second story if we have a shorter first story. But we'll kind of play it by ear. And I'm gonna try to do commentary this weekend and see how it goes. I know I do owe the goal for the Mecha Chameleon stream. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna do that this weekend or if I'm gonna do that next weekend. So we'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, that's everything we got for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you back again tomorrow.